Hello and welcome to Matt Hayes' Tottenham blog for a huge Premier League watch-along today. I'm delighted to say I'm joined by David Harris, the Irish Yid, for this one. David, how are you getting on?
Oh, fantastic. I've been waiting all week for this, ever since the final whistle went at Stamford Bridge last week. I've been gearing up for this one. It's a week-long affair for me, and if we win it, it's a month-long affair after that. Just absolutely sticking into them Gooners. This is a big one today, a massive one today. And I really want us to stamp our authority on the game and boss it and let them know that we are now the biggest club in North London.
Oh, I love to hear it. And we definitely are. Chelsea got to the top of the table last night with their victory against Leeds. They played really well and looked a very dangerous side. Of course, Leicester playing at the moment. If they beat Sheffield United, they go ahead of us. But all we have to worry about is ourselves, because we're in the lead at the moment with regards to this title race. We're coming on to a game now that we think we can win. Arsenal not in good form at all. We know Palace, after beating West Brom today, Arsenal down to 15th. Everything seems to be pointing in favour of Spurs, but I think that's something that will cause a lot of nerves for Spurs fans. Do you have any sort of fears going into this game?
The only fear I have is the abuse we're going to get if we lose it. But look, I'm very confident going into this game. The league positions don't lie. The stats don't lie. All the stats, which I know you have lined up, Matty, which you're going to produce for everyone. They don't lie either. Everything points towards a Tottenham win. And look, I honestly, I've been so confident all week. I've said on numerous occasions that it's the most confident I've been going into a North London derby in my lifetime. So I'm gearing up for a win today, and I want a big one as well.
Yeah, and we got a massive boost this morning, as Michael Smith asks here, is Hugo playing? First of all, welcome Michael to the stream. And the great news we got this morning from Alistair Gold is that he has had to change his predicted lineup for this game, because as far as he has heard, Hugo Lloris will be fit to start this game. It was a massive concern, a huge concern, especially after that defeat or that draw with Lask during the week, when Joe Hart was definitely a part to play in us conceding those first two goals. It's absolutely huge that we have Hugo Lloris back in here, not only for his quality but for his leadership on the pitch, his experience, and he's been on fantastic form in the last 8 or so months. How big a boost is it to have our main man back between the sticks?
Oh, it's huge. Look, if Joe Hart was in today, you just see them, they'd get so much confidence from it. They'd be popping off shots left, right and centre, especially Willian and Aubameyang. They love a goal against Tottenham. They really do. So, look, it's huge to have our main man back in between the sticks. Look, it was the same situation going into the Chelsea game last week. We weren't sure. He pulled through for us, and he played a great game. He made some crucial saves. He commanded his area as he usually does. So, look, let's hope more of the same today. I did say on one of my preview shows that look, it's the sort of game that, like, no matter how sick or how upset you are going into a game, it kind of just motivates you, drags everything out of you and gets you pumped and gets you out onto that pitch. And that's clearly what happened to Hugo today. Yeah,
definitely. And there's a few more players that could potentially be doubts for this one. Michael Smith as well asking about Toby. We don't know about Toby, to be honest. He missed the game against Lask during the week. He picked up that late injury against Chelsea and went off with a hamstring. Against Man City. He missed the Chelsea game as well. It could be just more mind games from Jose Mourinho. He's saying, he might be in, he might be out. We don't know. I think we'll have to wait till 3:30 for that one, about 25 minutes away from lineups. Michael Smith also saying no Pepe, no Partey will help us if we were at full tilt. And look, those are two big losses for Arsenal. Pepe, ridiculous headbutt on Alioski against Leeds to rule himself out for 3 games. It's going to be a big advantage to us.
He must have been watching videos of Zinedine Zidane in the World Cup.
He must have been. It was a crazy decision from him. And then, I suppose the inconsistency we're seeing from VAR, that Fred was only given a yellow card for the same thing during the week in the Champions League. But look, we look past that. But Thomas Partey missing for Arsenal, David, it'll be a big concern for them in the middle of the park.
Is he 100% missing though? Because apparently he was back in training yesterday, and it's down to a late fitness test. So I actually think if he's not playing, he might actually make the bench. But then again, it could be Mikel Arteta trying to outdo Mourinho in mind games. Who knows?
Joe, it could be. Yeah.
If he's not playing though, it is. They say it's a huge miss, but look, this is a player that, he hasn't had an injury in 6 years. He's now injured now. And look, Arsenal haven't been playing well, so obviously he hasn't had the impact that they expected him to have in that midfield. So I don't really know if it is a huge miss, really.
Yeah, maybe it's not. Maybe on the pitch it's not as big as they think it might be. But I think with the power that we have in midfield, Thomas Partey is definitely a player who could counteract that for Arsenal. But like even as you said, I remember watching when Arsenal lost 3-0 at home to Aston Villa. Thomas Partey is the player that, having brought in for so much money, they'd expect to kind of be the man to wrestle the control of that game back from Aston Villa. But he was one of the worst players on the pitch, and he's considering he is one of their best players. It's a big concern for them. Welcome Luke Trineman and Six Made to the stream as well. Caleb saying Kane loves to score in the derby, and he certainly does. He has 10 goals against Arsenal throughout his career. I think he's the highest goal scorer in Premier League North London derbies. He's another potential doubt for this one, but again, I think it's just mind games from Jose. He even said it after the last game. He said, I might be joking. We don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I'll be very surprised if Kane isn't in the starting 11, Dave. What do you think? Yeah,
look, Kane, he's your boy. He's our hero. Look, the guy is going to start. I make no doubt about it. 100% he's playing today. One of the goals that I remember him scoring in the derby was the one where he cut in almost on the side of the edge of the area and curled a beautiful one into the top corner. He made me so proud to be a Spurs fan that day with that goal. And that was a beauty that really sticks out in my mind. And he loves a goal against Arsenal. So make no doubts about it. It's going to be the same as a Hugo Lloris situation. He's going to be in. He's going to be starting. He's going to be raring to go. The only thing I think you will see from maybe do you think we'll see a 4-4-2, Matty, or do you think we'll just go 4-3-3 like usual? Because we had to play 4-4-2 in the past against Arsenal. And Vinicius didn't play Thursday.
Yeah, no, that's definitely something people should look towards. First of all, Michael Smith there saying Kane will play. Hopefully we're right, but the formation is going to be a massive one. It's the thing with Jose Mourinho now. One of the things we look forward to most in these games is when the starting 11 comes out, because you never know what it's going to be. You never know what he's going to decide. But I think we're lucky that we're in a situation where we can switch between formations. I think the basis of everything we do is a 4-3-3, and then might defensively switch to 4-5-1 and change in offense as well. But yeah, no, I think it could be clever to play a 4-4-2 for some things. I mean, putting two strikers, say, on their back three could cause a lot of problems there. But I think personally, I would like to see a 4-3-3 because this game could be won and lost in the midfield. And as we're talking about, Thomas Partey being out for them, I think if we can get Højbjerg and Dembele and Sissoko firing in the middle of the park, I think Arsenal they'll find it really difficult to control us and to keep any decent bit of possession, because we'll be outnumbering them there in the middle of the park. And for me, it is a 4-3-3. What would you like to see?
Me, I just want to go 4-3-3. I don't want to see him switch it up. 4-3-3 has been working. It's been working perfect. As the league shows, we're now second because Chelsea won yesterday, but we were first and it's still in our hands to be top. So yeah, I want 4-3-3. It's what the players have been playing. It's what they're used to. I really don't want them to switch it up today. But look, these games are there for heroes to be made, and if Vinicius does play, who's to say he won't be up for it and score a goal? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But no, I want 4-3-3. I honestly think our midfield, if we put Højbjerg, Sissoko and Ndombele in there, I honestly don't think we will see Lo Celso today. So it's going to be them three. And look, we're going to outmuscle them. And I want to get at them in that midfield because Xhaka is he's very aggressive, and he's very easy to wind up. So get him and get at him early and get him to pick up a booking. It could be crucial. Same as Tierney down that left side. He's a bit of fire in him. So I want to attack. I want to attack these players early and hopefully get them an early booking.
I think I've just lost connection there. Just back in 1 second.
I can hear you now. You're back.
Can you hear me? My back? Sorry, my stream started lagging there as well. I was a bit concerned. Anyway, Partey, I think we heard, was it last week? They said he could be out for 6 months, or sorry, 6 weeks, not 6 months. Wish it was 6 months. He could be out for 6 weeks, but yeah, there's a few reports saying he, as you said, David, he may be facing a late fitness test. We'll have to wait and see. But even then, I think we do have a bit too much for Arsenal. We've AT here with his predicted 11. Lloris in goal. We've Aurier, Toby, Dyer, Reguilon at the back, Sissoko, Højbjerg, and then Ndombele in the middle, and then Son, Kane, and Bergwijn up front. I think that's pretty much what I go with. We have, I think, the same lineup here from 6 May. Yeah, exactly same 11. The only question I'd have is whether it could be Bale ahead of Bergwijn for, his North London derby experience. He hasn't played in the North London derby since I think it's March of 2013, where he scored in that when he scored in the 2-1 win. And at the time it was an amazing run of form. He got his 9th goal in 7 games. But he loves a game against Arsenal. He scores against them the majority of the time he plays. It could be a good man to have on the pitch. Would you go with Steven Bergwijn or Bale today?
Oh, jeez, that's a tough one because I love Bale, and I really do want to. I really do want him to start a game, and let's see what he's made of. Especially a game like today, there's no bigger game to do it, and he will be pumped and ready to go. He's a wand of a left foot on him, and he could easily nick us a goal, put in a great cross, and set up a goal. But look, if I'm thinking with my head on it and with Mourinho's head, I think Mourinho will go Bergwijn and look to introduce Bale maybe on around 60, 65 minutes if things aren't going well. I think that's what he will do. But look, I prefer Bale to start, but I think he will go Bergwijn just because look, Bergwijn has been decent lately. And hopefully today is the day where he gets his assist or a goal and gets a bit of confidence.
Yeah, fingers crossed. I think if we are going to be playing a bit of a counter-attacking game, perhaps Bergwijn could be the better option. And look who we have in here. We've Marcelo joining for the live stream. Welcome along, Marcelo. How are you doing? I think Marcelo is definitely a man who'll be very, very confident for this game for sure. Come on, you Spurs, as you say.
Marcelo, big up Marcelo.
Yeah, love Marcelo. Actually, Marcelo, if you want to come in here for a bit, message me on Twitter. I'll send you the link for this. If you want to come in and join
Marcelo,
us.
Let's have you.
Oh, you have to join us. Come on, Marcelo.
Come on.
Actually, I think I have you here. Let me send you the link to this, Marcelo. You have to come and join us. You've been asking for the conversation. Here it is. I'm delighted to get you on.
Yeah, he's a big fan of yours, Matty. He loves your content.
To be honest, I think I'm a bigger fan of his.
He keeps saying to me anytime I have him on, is Matty coming on? Is Matty coming on? He's a big fan of you. He's dying to have a conversation with you. So,
get on here, Marcelo. I'd love to have you on. With six mates saying Bergwijn provides energy which Bale can't, which is fair as well. We're streaming live on Facebook today as well in the North London Blue and White Army group, and we've a Facebook user here saying Bale off the bench to score the winner. Just anyone who is watching on Facebook, if you want to go to streamyard.com/Facebook, the link should be there, and you can grant StreamYard access so we can see your names here on the live comments. Otherwise, it will just come in as a Facebook user. And look who it is. Look who we've got. Marcelo, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. It's early in the morning, but I had to wake up and watch the two best Irish fans in the world. Not even just the best Irish Spurs fans, the two best Irish fans in the world, bro. I had to watch you two.
Love it.
Come on, bro. Let's go. We're going to smash them Reds. I'm telling you.
Positivity from minute one for Marcelo, as always. What are you thinking, Marcelo? Bergwijn or Bale?
You know what? Listen, I love Bergwijn, but honestly, I think Bale's been better than him so far this season. I mean, Bergwijn's end product has been really poor. You know what I mean? I think he has been good going forward. Dribbling, creating chances. But, in terms of shooting and then like just that final ball, it just hasn't worked out for him. So I'd rather go Bale, actually, or Lucas. Yeah. I think Lucas could, people are sleeping on Lucas, but I think he's been our best, right winger so far.
I think after his no show on Thursday, though, I don't think he done himself any hopes of really getting this to start today, personally. I think if he played well Thursday, he would have well been within the shout today, and probably unlucky if he missed out today.
Yeah, but do you think that's a little bit harsh on him, David? You know what I mean? Like, I think he has 5 goals already. I think that was the only time where he started and he didn't create a goal or assist. If I'm not, I don't know.
I probably am being a bit harsh, but Bergwijn came on in that game and showed more, and it's just more for me. I think like going into a derby, you need someone that's kind of on. Like, you know what I mean? That's on form that week. Do you know what I'm saying?
Although derby,
when the position is up for grabs, like.
Although the last game, Lucas was phenomenal for us. Remember, he put on 15 tackles. I think it was more than any Arsenal player did. You know what I mean? Like he comes. I think Lucas really shows up in the big games. He's a big game player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Look, if he does play today, don't get me wrong, I'd be 100% behind him. I love him. He's a hero. Like, look what he done. He got us to the Champions League final.
Hat trick.
There's the boys arriving. Come on.
Yeah, they're all arriving here in the ground. I'll keep an eye out. I've actually forgotten to keep an eye out for Hugo Lloris, but I think I spotted him there a second. Let's go back to start and see who we can see. Of course, Harry Kane, apparently some doubt about his fitness today, but I don't think we'll read too much into that one. It's probably just... Yeah, he does indeed. There's Hugo. He's there. Once he's there, he will probably be starting. So that's a very good start for us. Now, 15 minutes till the official lineup announcement. Harry Kane there as well. Arsenal are quaking in their boots.
Beautiful.
Joe Hart as well.
Just like David said, beautiful haircut. His hair is gonna look perfect. His boots is gonna look shiny. David predicted it all, bro. I'm telling you.
Well, they look ready to go, lads.
They ready. They look like a man on a mission. Listen,
they do indeed.
I already said it. The only way I see us losing this is if the senior team goes missing and the under 23 has to play. You know what I mean? Like that's the only. Like I looked Arsenal this season, and they are a soft midfield. Their players are soft, right? And then I look at our players. You know what I mean? They're tough individuals. They're guys that won't tolerate being bullied. You look at Højbjerg. I just don't see a guy like Ceballos out manning Højbjerg. You know what I mean? Doing him, dirty and stuff like that. I just don't see it. I just see Højbjerg just manhandling him and just stopping everything. And then you look at Bellerin. You know what I mean? Bellerin gets shoved by Grealish. You know, like I just see us just eating their midfield apart. You know what I mean? Like Bellerin, all he does is tuck in his shirt, same as Tierney. You know what I mean? Those men can't even stay in their 2 feet. It's just I just can't see us losing this.
I love the confidence, I have to say, but I definitely do agree with you. We've AT here asking what are you going to think if lineups come out and Joe Hart is starting. It would definitely be a big concern. I mean, I don't think it would be. You can never say it's something that would decide the game. I don't think if Hart starts, we can say we're going to lose. I think we do still have the upper hand, but all of a sudden it gets a bit more difficult. Hart tends to concede goals from range, tends to concede goals in his left, and I'm sure with the doubt around Lloris's fitness today, I'm sure Arsenal know that, and they definitely do have players in their team who are capable of scoring from range. We saw Lacazette score a very impressive goal against Rapid Vienna during the week. Guys, what do you think if Joe Hart starts? What would your thoughts be?
You ever seen that meme? When what was it? Sacramento went up to Mourinho and said, "Oh yeah, Son is also injured," and then Mourinho goes like, "We're effed." That's the one, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I'm definitely concerned if Joe Hart starts. I just am, because he's just a mistake waiting to happen, and I don't want that.
See, for me, if Joe Hart starts, like does Eric Dyer or Toby start changing the game a little, where they start to go out to close down a long range shot, and then next thing the ball's dinked in behind them. Do you know what I mean? So there are like consequences to him starting. Look, but it could also be the game where he's had a shocker Thursday, he could come out putting a man of match performance, and everyone will be raving and talking about him again. So
yeah, it could definitely go either way.
I was saying this with Alex. I feel like we are being a little bit harsh with Joe Hart, because let's remember, Lloris has had some shockers as well. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So it's like, and I felt like for most of the Europa League where Joe Hart did start, he didn't really put a foot wrong. I thought it was only really Thursday that he really made a big mistakes. But
if you look back at some of the games he's played in, look at all the goals he conceded. They are all from long range.
Yeah, but those other goals. No, but those other goals were incredible goals. I mean, I'm talking about like top corner. There was no way he would have saved those goals. But the one against Lask were all savable, in my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. We have Adam Phillip here asking, are Toby and Lloris starting? We don't know yet. Lineups will be out in about 10 minutes, but we're confident. We've just seen the team arrive at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and both Lloris and Toby Alderweireld are there, as well as Harry Kane. Michael Smith is confident we'll see all three of them on the pitch today. We've said Seven Oceans, if I can find that comment there, saying great lineup of commentators, and I definitely agree. I'm delighted to have the two of you here with me today. We've got Raddy Star Steve, one of our channel members, in here. Welcome along, Steve. If you do want to become a channel member, hit that join button below the video. Everything will be explained for you there. Joe Hart was really poor on Thursday. It's concerning if he does start, and I would definitely agree. We have Joseph Cahill saying these lads spits fact, to be fair, not just waffle like most pundits. That's what we're here for, We always tell the truth.
Listen to us. Don't listen to Clown Sports TV. Don't listen to Jokesters FC. Don't listen to any of those people. They don't know anything about football.
At the end of the day, all we are is three passionate fans. We all want that. We all have an opinion. We all like to share our opinion, and we do it in the right way. We don't say things just to cozy up to clubs and all, just to be able to get stories and everything else. We're passionate fans giving our opinion, and this is what the people want.
Absolutely.
Exactly. We'll only ever say stuff that we believe. That's definitely for sure. Lily White Lane saying, hi guys, how are you feeling heading into this game? I think can the three of us say we're feeling confident? We're feeling good about this one? Yeah. We got a lot of... Oh, go ahead.
I hate that Spurs fans are saying, "Oh, Marcelo, how can you not be? How are you so confident? How are you so cocky?" Listen, when these men were, challenging for league titles, and they, were at the top and we were at the bottom, they used to just give it to us
Yeah.
every time, give us no respect. So I will give Arsenal no respect because they don't deserve any. I'm telling you, that Burnley game versus Arsenal next week is going to be a relegation game. You know what I mean? After we're done with them.
Exactly.
So I'm giving them no respect.
Yeah, look, we're Tottenham Hotspur. Apparently, we're not allowed to be confident or cocky. But I'm telling you now, we're here this season. We're arriving this season, and we're going to be as loud as and as proud as ever. Look, I'm fired up for this game. We are going to beat these. No mistakes about it. We've one of the best managers in the world. And look, everything's pointing towards a trophy at the end of the season, whether it's Premier League, Europa League, or a double in the FA Cup and League Cup. But mark my words, lads, start getting confident and start getting behind the boys. I don't want any more of this topsy-turvy stuff where because we have a bad result, people are going mad. Let's just stay focused. The stats don't lie, the league don't lie. Come on, lads, to get behind the boys.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and the players feels that as well. You know what I mean? You want to give them positive energy.
Yeah, exactly. And we have 50 people here watching the build up to this one. As you said, lineups out in 8 minutes now. We're getting very close to seeing those all important lineups. And if you are new to the channel, we've got a little message for you here. So make sure to smash that subscribe button down below if you are new to the channel for these Tottenham Fan Voice podcasts, these interactive live streams, hopefully getting the two of these lads on a lot more on the channel in the future. We've Michael Smith here saying they lose, smash up 3-0. Now those games are gone. AT saying, I live in Finland and it's very annoying listening to listen to Finnish commentators because they don't know anything about Spurs. All of them are like Liverpool and Man U fans, same with Finnish podcasts. And look, do you know what? It's quite a bit the same here with some of the...
It's like Sky Sports, you know what I mean? It's all Man United and Liverpool fans. So
Martin Tyler, the Man United fan, always joined by either Gary Neville or Jamie Carragher. It's always the same.
I'll say Neville.
Bones and Ferdinand. It's unbearable.
I'll say Neville is probably one of the better ones. I like Neville. He usually is honest.
No, look, I do like them, but they always just seem to be able to turn the conversation, any conversation, into Liverpool or United. And look.
Yeah, we're used to it, unfortunately. We just have to put up with it. But look, I think sometimes we can say it's good to go under the radar a little bit. You know, teams not taking us as seriously because the lads on TV aren't doing it. Dave, we have Steve here saying the Irish Yid needs to give the team talk before the game to get the team fired up. Do you know what? If we could get the two of you in giving the team talk before any single game, we'd win all of them. There's no doubt about it. In the Premier League season after season, if you were there to pump the team up. Pappy here saying the 2000 need to give it everything, and I shared a post on my Twitter a while ago, David, on the Tottenham Fan Voice podcast a few weeks ago. You were giving a message to the Spurs fans. Do you want to give it here again? Yeah,
basically anyone that's close to the game or anyone that is lucky enough to attend the game today, I want you in full voice. I want you singing the voice from first minute to 90 all the way at home to victory. And before the game, I want you lining the streets, get your flares, your flags, your jerseys, your hats, your scarves. And get chanting. Greet the team bus all the way to the stadium, and let's get these boys pumped. Let's get behind them because this is our year. Come on.
Yeah, perfectly said. Be loud and proud. North London is white, so show it. Come on, boys. You are 2,000 strong, not just 2,000. I'm telling you, bro. Get that energy in there.
And anytime they touch the ball, I want them booed. I want them to feel the full effect of our stadium, even though there might be only 2,000, 4,000, whatever it is. Let them know where they are. It's our home ground. It's White Hart Lane. Let them know exactly where they are.
Come on. I'm already fired up, bro. David's already got me fired up. I'm ready to go.
You have an hour to keep the excitement going. Look, we saw, although it was extremely annoying to be watching last night, those Chelsea fans booing. I think it was Diego Llorente or Marcus Llorente. I think it's Diego when he was on the ball last night. If we can get going for that, every single one of those Arsenal players will be getting a bit worked up with the Spurs fans getting on their backs. We've Seven Oceans saying, as a 40-year-old Northern Englishman that's been Spurs since '85, it's very cool to hear an American knowledgeable and passionate about Spurs. Look, we've got a fan base all over the world. There's no doubt about that. We're all around the world. We're a global team and an Irish fan as well. So we got two here. We got right here, the number 1 Spurs fan in Ireland, and David Harris, the number 2 Spurs fan in Ireland. I think that debate will be settled. That debate will be settled fairly soon. Now we've got about 5 minutes.
One of us is the biggest YouTuber in Ireland, and one of us is the biggest Spurs fan. We'll let the fans work out which is which.
Oh, look, John, I'll take that. I'll take that. Again, about 5 minutes to go until the lineups. And we see here the stadium is ready for the game today, if this will work. There we go. The stadium looking beautiful today in the North London sun. A little over an hour to go to kick off. Fans back in the ground. It's going to be a huge advantage to have fans back in the stadium today. I think we've seen throughout the EFL during the week and in some of the games over the weekend as well in the Premier League, having fans back is absolutely massive. They couldn't carry West Ham through against Manchester United, but that's West Ham. They don't count as a real team. Marcelo, how excited are you to hear the Spurs fans back in the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium again?
It's fantastic to see it. You know what I mean, man? Like when football first started, I almost didn't feel like watching it because it was so weird to see not the fans there. Yeah. It's just not the same energy, and you know what I mean. It's like you really miss those moments, like when Gareth Bale scored against Brighton. You really wish there was fans there because you just knew how passionate they will be, and just the noise, and it's just like it's the right step forward. I understand why there's no fans, People's lives do come first before football. That should be, a no-brainer. But you know what I mean? Like we gotta also start enjoying life again. You know what I mean, man? Because it's like this whole COVID thing. Although it's been horrible, it's been hard on people. But it's like, we can't just stop living. You know what I mean? We gotta try to get back to the way things were. And this is just a positive thing to see. I love seeing it.
Exactly. Love that, David. What's your take on the fans being back?
Yeah, look, it's great to see. I was actually speaking to my father about this yesterday, and he was almost ready to just give up watching football because, look, it's not the same. It really isn't. It's like watching a training match. Do you know what I mean? Look, the fans is what makes these games. It's what makes the atmospheres. Yeah, you have the players out there, but don't forget these players also adore being adored by 60, 70,000 fans week in, week out. They live for this as well. It's not only good for the players, but it's great for the fans. You know what I mean? And there's no bigger game for it to get back. And like whoever got a ticket today, look, it's hard enough to get a ticket for a North London derby anyway, speaking from experience. And whoever gets one usually, it's like sharing the lotto. But whoever got one today, it's like winning the lotto. Please make the most of it.
Yeah, and I fully agree. It must be an absolute privilege to be back in the ground. I saw a lot of tweets last night, even coming from Chelsea fans that I couldn't help but love, talk about how much it means to be back in the stadium. It's not just going to watch a football match. It's a whole lot more than that. I saw one Chelsea fan, his YouTuber, Rory Jennings, tweeting just how much it meant to him to be able to celebrate a goal with a friend again that he hadn't seen since the last time he was at Stamford Bridge. As much as I hate Chelsea, it still was a nice thing to see. It is more than football. I remember seeing a quote before. I don't remember it exactly, but it's like, we're more than fans. We're a family. It's more than a kit. It's our skin. Football does mean a lot more to people than I suppose non-football fans would think it does. We've Caleb here asking, do you think Vinicius might get a start in the North London derby? Marcelo, we've already spoken about this. Do you think we could see Vinicius on the pitch today?
I don't think he'll start, but I definitely think he could play. He's definitely another option. He's another attacking option that, he's physical. And you look at, Arsenal's defense, they're weak, bro. You know what I mean? And I could see Vinicius easily like manhandling some of those guys. But I don't think he'll start. I think Harry Kane has to start. Just simply because of his record against Arsenal and, his overall ability. You have to start Kane.
Do you think they could start together?
I feel like no, because then like where would you put Son? And Son is like probably our most valuable player, aside from Kane. So it's like you don't want to kill that partnership between Kane and Son. So I just feel like I don't see it this game. Yeah,
no, I get you. I think it could be a thing, if we are, but some strange sequence of events, if we are looking for a goal towards the end of the game, I think it could be similar to the game against West Brom where Vinicius comes on just to compliment Kane and to give the defence something else to think about and give Kane a bit more space. But look, we're going to know very, very shortly. It is 3:30, and here we have the lineup. Sorry to cut you off there, David, but we have the starting 11. This is a big moment. If I can share my screen, if this would work.
Oh man,
Here we go. Lloris is in. Alderweireld is in, and Harry Kane is starting. It's the starting 11 that we've been calling for.
Let's go.
Oh, also no Endo Baller.
Ndombele isn't even on the bench. No Ndombele.
Wow, no Endo Baller.
Ooh, now that's not one we were expecting to see.
No, I was not expecting that.
I don't know, but that's. Let me have a look here on Twitter. But that's definitely a huge surprise. There's 3 players we were looking to see in that starting 11, and he's not one of them. Jonathan Vinn tweeting Harry Kane and Hugo Lloris are both fit for Spurs. Lo Celso starts as Ndombele misses out. There's no mention of an injury there from him. I'd be interested to see when Alistair Gold has his say on this one.
He must have a knock.
Call if he's not injured. That's a massive call if he's not injured. Oh my God!
I think he'd have to be injured because he's not on the bench at all.
Yeah. No, he definitely has a knock. That would be very crazy for Mourinho to not, And also, Endo Baller was probably our best player against Lask, so really does not give no reason to, bench him. That'll be.
Yeah.
It's interesting. Ndombele didn't feature in either the North London derbies last season either, so it's not the first time he's missed out on these. Look, with Joseph Cahill saying it's good except Ndombele. Adam Phillips saying Lo Celso needs a big game, and that's true. He was, as you said, David, he was almost non-existent in that game against Lask during the week. And look, I've been talking a lot this season about Tottenham's our squad depth, and it just goes to show that we're missing our main midfielder, and we have a player of the quality of Giovanni Lo Celso to step in there. So it's not like we're taking a big massive drop in the second player to come in. We still have a really really strong lineup, and we have Arsenal starting 11 here as well. Just to have a
also add this about Lo Celso. It could work to our favor because Lo Celso does like to put a little more tackles than Ndombele. And if you look at Arsenal's weak midfield, I think that could come in handy. So it's not like we're gonna miss, a huge lack of quality. I mean, Lo Celso is a very good player. You know what I mean? Like he could, last season he was better than Endo Baller. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's a huge drop off.
Yeah, look, make no mistakes about it. We're still going to be very, very competitive in there, and we're still going to have more than enough in there to control the midfield. You know what I mean? So, look, Lo Celso has a point to prove, and it's going to work in our favour today.
And look, take a quick look here at the Arsenal 11. As Michael Smith says, Thomas Partey is actually playing. That's a surprise for me. I definitely wasn't expecting that. I'm not sure if you can see it there. This is if I can zoom in a bit.
If he's not fully fit, that's a massive call for Arteta. Yeah,
that's true. They've burned Leno starting in goals. It looked like a 5-4-1 maybe, 5-2-3. Bellerin on the right wing back, Tierney left wing back, or Saka left wing back, then Holding, Gabriel and Tierney in a back 3 maybe. Thomas Partey and Granit Xhaka in the middle with Willian on the right, Aubameyang on the left, and Lacazette up front. As Adam Phillips is saying there, look at Arsenal's bench. It's not a very strong bench at all. They've Runnerson, Mustafi, Maitland-Niles, and Elneny, Ceballos, Willock, and Eddie Nketiah. Nketiah grabbed himself a goal during the week, as did Emile Smith-Rowe, but he's not in the team. Lacazette in that starting 11. I think it's an advantage for us to have Lacazette or Aubameyang playing off the left, because he's looked better for them playing up front. But it is Alexander Lacazette who
although he hasn't scored a goal. He hasn't scored a goal up the middle. The last 4 games he played up in the middle.
Yeah, I think he hasn't scored from open play in the Premier League since the first game of the season.
So he's been
he scored a rocket during the week.
Yeah, he did. He scored a rocket against us last season as well at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Steve saying it's a solid team and more than good enough to get us to 3 points. Absolutely, I fully agree, Steve. As always, thank you very much for joining us here in the stream. Michael Smith saying Ndombele wouldn't have lasted 60 minutes in this game, which is true, but look,
it's true. Yeah, you do want more intensity, which is something Lo Celso does bring, which is why I could see why Lo Celso is starting.
One thing for sure, I think you'll definitely see Harry Winks off the bench today.
and look, you're laughing there, Marcelo. And look, it's not been his best season. No one's going to deny that, but it's the type of game where he would, as a Spurs fan, it just means that bit more to him. I know that that's not enough to get you into a starting 11 or anything like that, but if again, it's not ideal. But as far as it goes in terms of second choice players, he's definitely a very good option. Now, just I forgot to do it there a second ago, but just to run through this Spurs bench, we have Joe Hart, the goalkeeper, as we expected. We've Davis and Rodon. Harry Winks, the only midfielder there.
Welsh Maldini.
Welsh
Correct you there,
Right.
Welsh Maldini.
That's right. I was wrong. I won't do that again, Marcelo. I apologise. Davis and the Welsh Mandini. We got Winks and a very attacking bench, I suppose, with Gareth Bale, Lucas Moura, and Carlos Vinicius on the bench there as well. We've Seven Ocean saying Mr. Lucas is salivating. I think he could be a very good impact player off the bench, as the majority of those players could. We've Delboy saying really annoying the party is in. He'd walk in our team. I'm not too sure I agree with that. I don't think he would. I think he's a very similar player to Højbjerg, and I definitely know who I would want in that starting team. We've Strange Trance of Faith saying couldn't care less the party's playing. He won't get much time on the ball. Mustafi on the bench and having a good old laugh at Arsenal, I think is one of my favourite pastimes for sure.
Everyone loves to laugh at.
People were calling me delusional when I said that. I felt like Partey hasn't really been impressive since he came in. I know he got injured and all. I mean, what they won one game with them when he started. You know what I mean? And I was against United, and like I don't know, because like from before he joined Atletico, I was looking. I mean, I'm a little bit of a stats merchant. I like looking at some stats, and I remember he actually had what was it? The most errors leading to chances or like goals. I don't know if it was goals, but I think it led to most chances created by the enemy opposition because he lost the ball. So I don't know. He didn't look very good at Atletico. Maybe that's because he wanted to get out. You know what I mean? He didn't want to be at the club anymore. But his last season with Atletico wasn't that impressive. I remember even Llorente or whatever. I think his name was Llorente, right? The kid who scored against Liverpool.
Yeah, Marcus Llorente.
Yeah, Marcus Llorente. He was actually starting over him. You know what I mean?
Gosh,
and I remember Puig, little Puig, from Barcelona, just absolutely giving him, a show. So
look, let's get one thing straight, right? There's only one party in North London, right? Second of all, Thomas Partey didn't even want to go to Arsenal. He was holding out for a Champions League team. His father came out and said it. So they're going on about this player like he's something special. He makes a difference. They're in 15th. What difference has he made? I couldn't care less if he plays.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got Shane Fleming here in the stream, a good friend of mine, saying, "Hi Matt, it's me. You're in for an afternoon of good-natured abuse." No, I think I'm in for an afternoon of celebrating a few goals. He's not. He's a Liverpool fan, so he didn't enjoy that comment about Marcus Llorente there, Marcelo. But look, he's a Liverpool fan. He deserves all the abuse he'll get. Look, we have 100 people in here watching the live stream, which is definitely a lot more than I was expecting for this one. Thank you very much to everyone who has joined us. And if you are new to the channel, we have a little message for you here. Oh, I love those new graphics. We've Joe Thurgood saying, guys, I'm a bit worried now with No and Dembele. And look, it's definitely a surprise. I think when you're missing your best players, your foreign players from any game, it is definitely a worry. But look, I'd still be confident about this.
Lo Celso's an amazing player. Come on, guys. You know what I mean? Like, I think people are really giving Lo Celso a hard time here. Lo Celso is fantastic. He was probably our best player last season. You know what I mean? If that same Lo Celso shows up today, he is absolutely eating that midfield for breakfast. Absolutely. Yeah. Or for lunch. I don't know what time it is in England, but
it's a half 4 kickoff in England.
It's a little bit early for me, so I had to say breakfast. But what I mean? Like, it's actually 10:30 a.m.
Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be able to go up that early for a game of football. Not at all.
Oh, I have to wake up 5 a.m. to watch, Spurs lose 3-0 to Brighton. That was painful.
God,
when people say, you're from Brazil, you're from America, you don't support your local, you're a plastic. Try waking up 5 o'clock a.m. to watch us get beaten by Brighton.
It's much more difficult to cope with those games there. We've Steve asking, can we have a quick chat about how nonsense VAR has been recently? And look, it's been getting worse and worse. I think the penalty last week that that Brighton got against Liverpool, I think for me was, I still don't think it was a penalty. But I think the fact that a lot of Liverpool fans were accepting it was a penalty was a sign that people are just starting to accept you can't touch a player in a game of football anymore. You just can't. Contact used to be a foul, but it is now. And look at what we've seen today in the game, or was it last night, the Chelsea and Leeds game, when there was the very similar situation. Chilwell kicked, I think it was Ian Poveda. The big difference there was, Poveda didn't go to ground, but VAR it's been an absolute joke, just getting worse and worse. And look, I will say, I don't think VAR is the issue. I think it's the people implementing it and the inconsistency in their decisions. It's the new handball rule, which again, I just want to say, I hate the handball rule. The handball rule in the past, there was never any definitive explanation of what a handball was. But if you saw a handball, you knew it was a handball. And now the FA or whoever it is have decided to try and put an absolute definition on it. And you just can't do that because handball, they're different situations warrant different verdicts. You know, it's the thing with the sleeve now, I think it's an absolute joke. But like two different handball situations, 99% of it could be the exact same, but it's that 1% that could sway the decision in a different way. And I think VAR is just it's just a joke at this stage. David, what you have to say?
For me, it's a joke. I think it's absolutely killing football. It really is. It's taken away from the celebrations. It's taken away when supporters are back, when they were in the stadiums, them celebrating, because you know you have to wait a couple of minutes. Also, the players don't even want it because it's taking them sometimes 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes sometimes to make a decision. And when you're a professional athlete and you're in a rhythm, you need to try and keep warmers. That's how you get injuries as well. You know what I mean? The whole look. The idea of VAR is right, but like you said, it's the people implementing it. And they're making it up as they go along, as far as I'm concerned. They really don't know what they're doing. It's like, for me, I'm at the point now where I'd like it scrapped this season, and then, or maybe scrapped for a couple of months until they have a new idea that every Premier League club can come together and accept and implement it that way. Because at the minute, it really is killing football, especially for the fans.
Yeah, and we've Adam Phillip here saying City sending off for West Brom earlier. Mateus Pereira got a red card for, I wouldn't even say kicking out at Patrick Van Aanholt. He just moved his foot towards him, and it was a very petulant thing to do. I don't know if you saw it, but it was a silly thing.
No, I didn't.
It's the same as what Son did to Rudiger last season. He kind of went for him, but he didn't exactly make contact. But then you have to look at about a month before that, Harry Maguire did the same thing for Manchester United when he actually made contact with, I think it was Rudiger as well. There's no consistency.
That's the issue where I was gonna say, I think VAR is fine. Personally, I think the idea of VAR, I think the way it's done, it's fine. It's the people, it's the referees and these officials. Listen, before VAR, they weren't good enough, and then now I think with VAR, it just shows that they're definitely not good enough. You know what I mean? Like, I watch other leagues and I see referees making quick VAR calls. You know what I mean? They don't need to watch like 5 or 6 times. Like that thing with the Højbjerg. You know what I mean? That foul. These referees are so egotistical, man. You know what I mean? Like, they go in there and, to the screen already looking for what they want to see. You know what I mean? They're not looking to see if they were wrong. They're looking to see if they're right. And with that whole like Højbjerg, where they're like, oh, I think he got the ball a little bit. You can see Kane's reaction. It's like, oh my God, like this is a referee. Like, like I watched the Brazil league, and those referees are barely trained, and they are better than these guys. You know what I mean? Like, there's more consistency there. It's just like, well, okay. If for example, Dyer's handball versus Newcastle is a handball, right, and it's a penalty, okay, fair enough. But how is it in the next game, Havertz literally dominates his ball with his hand and then passes on and makes it 3-3 versus West Brom, and that's not a handball? It's just like, well, where's the consistency there? You know what I mean? I thought the rules were any goal that leads with a hand is automatically taken out. But then it's like,
unless you're Frank Lampard.
Yeah, that's true. But look, it's just nonsense.
They've changed the rules since last season, and last season it was any handball in the build up to a goal, the goal will be ruled out. Which, look, I think is fair enough. He's strange transfer faith here saying handball should be the back of the net and it's accidental. Now, I think the kind of the thing that made this rule come in was Willy Bolly scoring against Manchester City a couple of seasons ago when he went in for a dive and header. And when you're falling, you're going to put your hands in front of you. He went in for the dive and header. It went past his head, hit his arm, and went into the back of the net and wasn't spotted by the officials. So I think that thing for handball is if you're either creating or preventing a goal, even if it's accidental, I think I can understand that being ruled out. However, that causes situations like Lucas Moura against Sheffield United last season when he was blatantly fouled, and in trying to stop himself from hitting the ground, the ball was blasted off his arm from half a yard by a Sheffield United player. I think it needs to be mentioned as well. And for some reason, that was enough for the goal to be ruled out. Now, the change they've made to that rule is it needs to directly influence a goal. So it needs to be in the same phase of play. But what I don't understand is how Kai Havertz's handball against West Brom wasn't penalised, yet Gabriel Jesus's against Tottenham was. They're identical situations. And look, I'm not complaining that Laporte's goal was ruled out.
But you're right. It's like, how is that, like you're looking at that and the other, and not deciding two different things. It's the same situation. You're
Exactly.
so right, Matty.
Yeah, and even like the one last night for Chilwell on Poveda, the little kick in the box, and the one that was given against Liverpool last week, it was Michael Oliver for both of them. He was the referee last week, and he was the VAR yesterday. It's the same man looking at almost the exact same incident and coming to different decisions. I just don't get it. And look, I could sit here all day, and I could give out about VAR, as I'm sure you could. But David, what are we going to do? We have to put up with this this technology in our game now.
Look, for me, the goal line technology worked perfectly. And there's times where you can just kind of think about things too much, and this is exactly it. Like for me, it just needs to be black and white rule. No, none of this grey area stuff, because that's where it's left open to interpretation. Then, as far as I'm concerned, and the thing is, look, VAR was brought in because everyone knew the refereeing standard wasn't good enough, and instead of them trying to improve the referees and set up elite referee camps and training camps, and you have to meet certain standards to become a referee, they're just using VAR as a scapegoat now, as far as I'm concerned. You even see them when they're on TV. Look, they're on TV as a pundit now. Do you know what I mean? And even then, they back the decision up to the hilt. No matter what, they'll find some sort of rule. Just make it black and white, and that's it.
Jokesters, listen, man. For me, scrap the whole referees. Just get all of them, fire them, bro. Like Michael Oliver, you are a joke, bro. You look at that Lucas Moura incident, and you actually think that's a handball. You're an absolute joke. Do you play football? Sometimes I wonder, have you ever played football, bro? Like, has any of these guys ever went? Like, has these guys ever went? Like, I'm not even talking about like an official match. Have these guys ever went like with their friends and said, "Hey, let's go play some ball"? You know what I mean? I don't think they ever have, bro. You know what I mean? These men have no idea what football is. Mike Dean, bro. I'm telling you, he hates Tottenham. He's taking out his hairline loss on Tottenham. I'm telling you, bro. Like, these men are a joke. They need to all be scrapped. That referee against Brighton. Well, I forgot what his name was. I couldn't even bother to remember his name, because for me, at this point, they're all looking the same, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mean to be stereotypical, but when I look at referee, they're all the same. They're all just terrible.
A referee is the player that was picked last on the schoolyard.
Yep.
Just trying to ruin everyone else's time because they couldn't get there. Now we have Jab and Shreshta asking, what's your score prediction, guys? First of all, anyone who is watching, put down in the live comments. We have 103 of you here. Absolutely massive. Thank you, everyone who is joining. Put your score predictions in the live comments, and also put in where you're watching from, and we'll get through a few of those. But first of all, we have the two lineups, guys. Another look here at the Spurs one. Noah Ndombele, which is the big surprise, but of course, Lloris, Alderweireld, and Kane all past fit to start for this one. We start with you, Marcelo. What's your score prediction?
3-0. Absolutely, we're gonna
straight in there, no hesitation.
We're gonna batter these guys, man. I'm telling you, these guys they don't stand a chance if these men show up.
David,
I was saying 3-1 in my preview show, but I pumped myself up. I'm gonna go 4-1. I honestly think we could dominate these there.
Come on,
I love it. Now look, there's a lot of Spurs fans. I saw George Achillia tweeting he wants a big result in this one.
Yeah,
our biggest ever win against Arsenal was it is. It definitely is. Our biggest ever win against Arsenal was 5-0 at White Hart Lane. We did it twice it's a long time ago. 1901 and 1911. Back in 1901, we did it in front of 4,000 people. Sandy Brown scored a hat-trick, a name that definitely nobody knows. And 10 years later, we did it with Billy Minter grabbing a double. He was the first ever player to score 100 goals for the club. And he, of course, clearly enjoyed a goal against Arsenal as well. Let's get a few of these score predictions. We've Luke Trineman saying, we've lost Marcelo. There we go. Sorry about that. We've Luke Trineman saying 2-0 to Spurs. We've Shane, Liverpool fan, of course, saying 2-2. We've Leighton saying 4-1. He's watching from Cardiff. We've Frank saying 3-1 Spurs. Jimmy Page 3-1 to Spurs. Shane saying goals for Son and Dyer, and then Aubameyang and Partey.
What?
Dyer on the score sheet is an interesting shout, but look, I don't agree with the 2-2 anyway. We have Ivan saying Spurs win 3-1, watching from Derby. Shane saying I love the misplaced confidence. Mark Shepherd, I think it's going to be close 2-1 or 3-2. Jimmy Page watching from New Zealand, 4:50 a.m. Had to stay up for this one. So yeah, a bit worse than you, Marcelo, for sure.
Yeah, wow, that's come on, man. You gotta give fans like that love, man, because it takes a true dedication to wake up that early.
Yeah, for sure. And we've got it definitely does. Here 3-1 Spurs. Ross saying 2-0. Jabin saying 2-0 Spurs as well. Here we've Raddy Star saying Harry Kane becomes the highest scorer in North London derbies if he scores today, I believe. So he must be the joint highest goal scorer now. I think Harry Kane against Arsenal, he scored one in every single game he's played against them, except one game where he didn't score and another game where he scored twice. So I think he has balanced out at averaging a goal a game against Arsenal. So look, it could be a very, very interesting one. Strange Transfer Fate saying Aubameyang goes down without any contact on the edge of our box, free kick straight away. Refs are trying to be picked for Europe, and David Dean has connections. Jabin watching from Australia, 3:30 a.m. Absolutely massive respect to any Spurs fan is watching this. Round of applause for Jabin as well.
Get your coffee, man. I suggest Marcelo's. They're very good coffee. It's espresso. They wake you right up. I've been there, bro. So
Leighton saying I can see a red card in the game today. Look, let's hope it's a feisty one. I think if it is, that could suit Spurs because we have that. We're not the nice guys anymore.
If they get a red card, it's over. If they get a red card, listen, that 3-0 prediction is turning into a 5-0. I'm telling you, bro. Like these men, they could not handle having 10 people against us.
Do you know what? I want to put my neck on the line. This is the day where their club fall apart. We're going to absolutely smack them out there today, right? Arteta, his job is going to be on the line completely then. Everyone's going to realise the squad of players they have are just not good enough. They're a bunch of clowns. This is the day, lads. This is the day.
Rubbing those hands together, Marcelo. This is the confidence. I just know that if something goes wrong in this game, everything's going to be brought back to this, the confidence pre-game. I put out a tweet thread during the week with the 10 embarrassing stats for Arsenal. Look, we have to laugh at them. I mean, they're 15th in the Premier League table. They think North London is red. They think they're going to beat us.
Did you see what DT said? He said that they will beat us. That Arsenal is going to beat us 4-2. Arsenal going to beat us. Have they even scored 4 goals this season?
They probably haven't. Oh
he
God.
Said 4-2, and then they call us cocky, and then they have the audacity to say, "Where does this confidence come from, bro? Where's your confidence coming from? From a game against Rapid Vienna? Is that it?"
A few of them during the week. Hugh Wizzy was even streaming. He's talking about how much he loved what he saw against Rapid Vienna. It's Rapid Vienna. We were the Premier League leaders. We're a bit better than them. Frank here as well asking, can I get a clap watching from LA, 7:51 a.m. right now? Another one, guys. Let's do it. Huge respect to the dedication for these fans.
I think this clapping is going to become a regular thing, lads. We're going to have tired arms.
But
I go all day long for you kids out there. Don't worry.
Yeah, come on. My arms is ready for all day, bro. I'm ready to get it up in the air. I'm energized today, bro. There's nothing that's going to stop me today. I can clap all day long. Come on. Keep sending this message.
We've Shane here saying you 3 and me for Spurs Liverpool. Look, if I'm off work, I'll do that. Would you lads be up for that as well? A watch along with Shane for Liverpool game?
I love a bit of Liverpool action.
Yeah, I'd love it. If I have the time off work, we're definitely doing that. No doubt about it. We've Michael Smith saying here, I'm kind of confident, but we need to win in the middle. And yeah, as we've been saying, it could be a huge battle in the midfield today. The big news for Arsenal, I suppose, is Thomas Partey is starting, and the bad news for us is that Ndombele isn't even in the squad. Actually, I forgot to take a look there, see what Alistair Gold would have to say about this one. But who can you guys see dominating the midfield in this one?
Look, just while you're looking up there, for me, like if Partey plays, right, he's not 100% fit, so surely that's doing the team more damage than good, no?
Yeah, it's possible.
It is, but I mean, he is a quality player. At the end of the day, even though I haven't been impressed with him so far this season and last season, I would say he is definitely much better than what they have. You know what I mean? Like I would, an 80% Partey is better than what they have, man.
I think we give a round of applause here to Shane as well. It's the last one for now. Shane having to put up with stuff. I'll give you more rounds of applause when you're on, Shane. And
I want to see you at the Liverpool game, Shane.
Oh, he has some interesting opinions about Liverpool. I'll say that much for you. We've Strange Transfer Fate saying, I think he's talking about beating the basketball team in the USA. It's the only Spurs you'll be beating, Shane. Ivan Durbin here saying, it's Spurs going to win the title, guys. What are we thinking about the league title? I've been saying it. We went into games against City and Chelsea, third in the Premier League table, and we came out of it top. I think add Arsenal to that, and I think we're going to be top of the table again. What are you guys thinking about the league title?
I've been saying that we're going to win it since United. I've been saying we're going to win it since United.
I've been saying it since the start of the season. I always believe at the start of every season we win the league.
See, I'm never like that. I'm always hesitant. You see, I've never said, people think I am overconfident. I'm a cocky fan, but last season I was not confident in any game. But for me right now, right, I'm a man that looks at the stats and looks at the team. And right now, the stats and the team is telling me that we are title challengers. And you look at the way we're set up, it shows a winning mentality. You know what I mean? We are a team that has a winning mentality. So after the United game, you know what I mean, around like 3 or 4 games, I can see where a team is going, where Spurs are going, and I said, listen, I'm looking around these other teams, and I think we're better than all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think we are definitely title challengers. So call it overconfidence. I just speak facts.
With Seven Oceans here saying this live stream has really made my Sunday. I'm drinking and smoking and about to eat. Only meant to pop in. Come on, you Spurs. Very glad you could join us today, Seven Oceans. Thanks a million for popping in and staying for the chat. Just as you're talking there, Marcelo, about the stats, Tottenham have led in the Premier League this season for a combined total of 441 minutes, which is more than any other team. And we've trailed for a combined total of 50 minutes, which is less than any other team. So if we're talking winning mentality, that's what it takes. Of course, it's what it takes to win a Premier League. And that's what Spurs have got into their squad. We're not that kind of unorthodox, strange unit that Jose Mourinho came in and took charge of. We're a team now. We're starting to come together. And look, we know Mourinho wins in his second season. We know Tottenham win in seasons that end with a 1. So it's our year. I think it's the best chance we've had in a very, very long time, especially with other teams. City looking poor this season. Arsenal in a not that they ever compete for the title anyway, but in a kind of transitional period. United the same. It's definitely a good chance for us. Steve saying Jose has instilled a no-lose mentality, which is what was missing from the Spurs team the past few years, which is what cost us a trophy. Absolutely agree with you there as well.
And Maddie, do you have Netflix?
I do,
because there's this show, I forgot what it's called, but there's an episode with Jose Mourinho.
Oh,
and I was looking the playbook thing.
The coach's playbook, yeah.
Coach's playbook.
Yeah.
If you have Netflix, watch that episode, because when I watched that episode, and he explained how he built that Porto squad, which was like a struggling squad, and how he built it and changed their mentality. It's almost like picture to picture to what he's doing with Tottenham. And that squad in their second season went to win I think was it the league and the Europa League. You know what I mean? And like I think they won a treble that season, if I'm not wrong. So it's like he is doing this to this squad. This man is a winner. Every club he's been into, every second season he's won the league, other than United. And if you look at the United squad, I would say that was much less his fault. I think he did the best he could, and I think it had to do with the players. I think with this squad, he has a group of players that are hungry for a trophy, hungry for glory. Harry Kane looks like a man possessed. So you look at Jose, and you look at these group of players, it's almost like it's perfect for each other, man.
Yeah, and like he said when he was in charge of Manchester United, when he finished second, he said it was his greatest achievement as a manager, finishing second with that team in 81 points, and we all laughed at him. But look what they're doing now. You know, we fully believe him. It absolutely was a sensational achievement. And maybe, look, we're not going to put that ahead of winning the Champions League with Porto, but he, even in the club where he's looked at for having done his worst, he achieved miracles there. He really, really did. Now, again, this is just the views of the Tottenham players arriving at the stadium about an hour ago. Half an hour to kick off. It's getting exciting.
Hoiberg, baby. He's ready.
Absolutely perfect.
Best Pierre, North London, baby. Come on.
This is so encouraging. I'm starting to get really, really excited about this one. The nerves are kind of fading away. Not the same for Frank. He says his heart is starting to thump. Look, I think it's only natural for a Spurs fan to be nervous, and going into any derby game, it's perfectly normal to be nervous. Form doesn't really come into it when it's a derby, but what does come into it is quality, and we're certainly miles ahead of Arsenal on that one. With Michael Smith saying, if we get Champions League, will the money be the same as it was? I'm not entirely sure. I think that the prize money for the Champions League is definitely massive, so it would make a big effect to our transfer kitty. Strange Chance of Fate saying, for all the talk, if Leeds had more clinical finishing and be given the penalty they should have got, Chelsea would have lost 5-0. And look, did you watch the Chelsea game last night?
I watch it, and that's also another thing I would add. If you look at the performances, right? I watched a lot of the Chelsea games. West Brom, they should have lost against West Brom. They got absolutely
100%.
battered by West
Yeah.
Brom. Southampton, I felt like they should have lost to Southampton. I felt like Southampton were really unlucky that game. United, they should have lost against United. You know what I mean? These are all teams in which we absolutely dominated. Well, not West Brom so much, but like Southampton, we absolutely destroyed them. And United, we absolutely destroyed these guys. And I know football math doesn't work. Like just because you beat this team, that means you're gonna go beat that other team. But what I'm trying to say is, if you look at our performance this season, even the West Ham game, what I mean, that Lanzini, 1 to a million, wonder strike. You know what I mean? That was like, okay, we lost our heads that game. But then you look at the Newcastle game. We were so unlucky to get a draw that game. And then that Everton, like other than the Everton game, like the Everton game is the only game where I watch where I was like, you know what, we really deserve to lose this. You know what I mean? We do not deserve to get a result. And then, but every other game, I was like, we should have won this, or I mean, like, we deserved a draw here. You know what I mean? Like, so. I think the performances has been also very inspirational.
Yeah, Dave, what do you think of that?
Yeah, look, look, we have the fighting spirit now. Everything under Jose is like this guy's a proven winner. Do you know what I mean? And like people that called him a dinosaur before he came into Tottenham. I always said when he was at the United job that it was the players' fault. I always stuck by it because they done it to previous managers. They had Louis van Gaal as well, and managers like that. But at Tottenham, look, it's all coming together. He has the players working hard. Look, I agree with Marcelo. The Everton game, it was a game we fully deserved to lose, and I was very angry after it because I get angry when we fully deserve to lose these games because you can't defend them.
Yeah.
But since then, it's been a steady rise, and after every game, we've learned different lessons, and it's just been a steady rise since then. We were. It was to a point where we were outscoring teams and we were conceding goals, and people were saying this can't keep going on. But no, we keep clean sheets, and now we're winning the games 1-2-0, and people aren't happy. Look, at the end of the day, it's the most together squad I've ever seen. As a Spurs fan, like I've always been hurt in the past, and I just to the point now where I want the best of the best in. I want the best manager in the world. And I don't care. I will take defensive football all day long if it means we win a league. Honestly,
absolutely.
100%.
The
lessons that have been learned is look, we're in the mix, mate. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
And something to add to that, David, about that whole, like, people not happy when we're winning 1-0 or, being able to grind out these results. It's like, also, what else do you want? Do you want us to lose the game? You know what I mean? And also, people have such a false perception of what makes a great squad. You know what I mean? You look at, when people mention, the great AC Milan squad or that great Real Madrid squad that won, 4 UCL titles. Look, the reason why they were great squads is because even on their worst day, even when they weren't all firing all cylinders, they got a result. They were able to go. Like, I remember AC Milan with Kaká and all these guys. They had some games that were shocker in Italy, but they were able to grind out results against smaller teams and break them down and stay firm. Maldini. That's why Maldini was so great. But like, it's not about like how well you play on your day, because we all know AC Milan. Those great squads on their day they could smash people. But like same as us. But it's about playing on your worst day and getting the result. That's what makes champions. And we're doing that.
Absolutely agree with you there, Marcelo. And just here is Alistair Gold's input on the situation with Ndombele. He says Tanguy Ndombele misses out with a minor problem, couldn't recover in time for the game today. So good news that it's only a minor problem. Hopefully we'll see him back in the squad very soon. Encouraging it's only a small thing, but still we would have preferred to see him out there on the pitch today. Let's catch up with a few of these comments. Adam Phillips saying Leicester just scored. Actually had the game open there, but
it's 2-1 here.
90th minute. Is it James Vardy? Oh, of course it is. I wonder. We'll have a look in a second to see what that means for the Premier League table.
They're third.
They're still third with that win, are they?
Yeah, they're third. We're second. If we go to win, we obviously get first, and
Yeah.
it won't matter if Liverpool wins or not. We'll still get first because of goal difference.
That's good. It's fun being top of the table.
It is.
I
Yeah.
do quite enjoy it.
Yeah, enjoy it while enjoy it. If you're a Spurs fan, enjoy this,
Exactly.
man.
Exactly.
That's exactly what me and you were always talking about, Marcelo. Like, just while you're here enjoying it, because there's no point in looking back on it and saying, "Oh, I wish I would have enjoyed the moment." I would have. Do you know what I mean? Just enjoy it while
looking
we're
in the
here.
future,
It doesn't last, but enjoy it while we're on it.
Yeah, and also why are you so concerned with the future? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
maybe, like, look, if you look at the past and you compare it to the future, it's like, listen, we shouldn't be confident. You know what I mean? If you look at
Yeah.
the amount of times about it, but like, it's like, okay, we bottled a couple, a lot of chances in the past, but like, why, like, see, I love history, and my history professor said, we study history to learn from the past, but it's also just as important to not let the past dictate the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, don't let the past dictate your future, man. Enjoy this moment. You know what I mean? Be confident. Put your chest out there for your club.
Yeah, love that. We see here's what's saying: we're the team with the best form in the league, with the best defensive record, coming up against a team out of form and struggling to score. Northern is white. It certainly is, and I think we're going to see more proof of that today. And Shane, this is what I mean. He always has something to say. Shane saying you're not top. We've been top for the last 2 weeks. So we're going to be top again in about 2 hours.
Where's your club, bro? Where is no, hold on a second. Where's your club? Because I see Anfield, I see a hospital zone, bro. What are you coming here for and talking to us? Where's your club, bro? I can't see them. You got battered 7-2 by Villa, okay? All right, I don't want to hear it. You cannot talk this season, all right? You have been woeful. You got lucky. You got a lucky draw against Brighton, so don't talk to me about, you're not top.
Marcelo, I wish you were there the last year and a half and I've been talking to him.
Did you hear? Did you see all them tweets coming out that they wanted Pickford banned for as long as Virgil van Dijk was out injured? They're the only club. They're the only club in the world that can do that. Do you know what I mean? They made an absolute show of themselves. Yeah, absolute crybaby.
Crybabies.
Do you know what I mean?
They're like, oh, it's not the league.
They win one league in 30 years and they're going absolutely crazy. Get out of here. Go away.
They're like, oh, we got so many injuries. You got to stop the league. Bro, I had to see a front three of Lucas Moura, Lamella, and Dele, bro. Do you know how horrifying that is?
A hospital zone level on points with E. Look, Shane, thank you very much for joining the stream again. Shane, I do really mean that. Look, it's you're always saying you can't talk about how being top of the table so early on in the season. You can't talk about where you are now. We're going through our toughest period of games this season, and look, all will be decided in 10 days' time, Shane, when you're on here with us three, and we'll see what happens then. I'm getting quietly confident for that one with every day that passes. Breeze Fitness TV, welcome to the stream, saying come on, you Spurs. Alpha Eagle as well, thanks for joining us. That we've had just under 2,000 people joining us in the hour we've been on so far. We've got 90 people. Huh?
Give the out. Put up your own video there. This was.
First of all, link for David's YouTube channel is down in the description as well. So make sure to go down and check that out. Marcelo, you got to get a YouTube channel. We got to send people somewhere when you're on here. People want to hear. You got to get started.
It's just that I'm a very I have a lot of stuff going on right now. I have a lot of work and school. So if I always told myself I was ever going to create a YouTube channel, I would need to put 100% effort on it because I'm just OCD that way. But it's just that I'd rather just chill here with you guys. You know what I mean? Help you guys out or whatever way I can, or just talk to you guys. It's just fun for me. You know what I mean? I don't really care about the views or whether people love me or not. I just like talking with you guys.
Yeah.
Well, Joe, Marcelo, I can tell you for a fact that we all love you. Every single Spurs fan who hears what you have to say. Thank you very much for joining us today. And look, for those who are here, who are new to the channel, we've got a little message for you here.
And I just want to say, make sure you become a member because Matty Hayes is on the rise. He's going on to something great. So make sure you can be the one that say you support him on his rise. Make sure you become a member, lads. It's a great channel and he puts out great content.
And are you sick and tired of Clown Sports TV and Jokesters FC? Listen, support this guy, support Matty Hayes because this man could be the next future pundit for Tottenham. All right. So if you wanted some Tottenham pundits, support Matty Hayes because he is on the rise, like really David said. That. Come on, give him your full love.
Thanks very much, guys. Appreciate it. As well, look, if you haven't hit the like button on the stream yet, please go ahead and smash that like button now. We're on 52 likes. Let's see if we can get to 100 before the end of the game. We're about 20 minutes out from kickoff. It's getting exciting. It's getting very exciting.
You know what? Everyone, go and get your glass. Go and get your beer.
Will I stay for the game? Listen, I'm a different person when I watch the game. I'll tell you this. You know what I mean? I plan on maybe watching it with a friend. Because just simply, I might stay. Actually, I'll tell him. I'll stay. Screw it. You know what I mean? I'll try to not swear or anything. But I get very, riled up.
It's okay. We all do.
Look, if AFTV can do it, we should be allowed to do it. No, like passion takes over. There's nothing you can do. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Come on. Let's go.
Okay, so I think we need to just first of all take another quick look at these lineups. If I can get them just to refresh our memories for those if you haven't seen them yet. I'm sure you have, but first of all, take a look at this. This is a lovely, lovely image of the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium tonight, waiting for kickoff. Oh, there it is. Look at that. That's our stadium. That's our stadium. Oh, I love it.
I would give anything to go there, man. You know what I mean? I was so devastated to never to be able to go to White Hart Lane because, I just, when I was coming up, I just didn't have the money to, travel and everything. But, now that I'm kind of like, getting my job, go finish school, hopefully one day, man, I'll just save up that money and, just go watch that beautiful stadium, especially with you lads. And I already said it. A round of pint on me. You know what I mean? When you come in there, a round on me.
I love that. We'll take you up on that offer for sure. And just back down here on these lineups.
I might actually take a picture of my girlfriend out with the frame and put that in it. It's so nice.
We got here the starting 11 again, just to run through it quickly. 4-3-3. Actually, forgot to mention that, David, as we were talking about before the stream, or at the beginning of the stream. It'd be interesting to see what formation we went with. It is a 4-3-3. We've got Hugo Lloris, the captain, back between the sticks. A back four of Sergio Aurier, Toby Alderweireld, Eric Dyer, and Sergio Reguilon. A midfield trio of Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Moussa Sissoko, and Giovanni Lo Celso. As Alistair Gold says, Tanguy Ndombele has missed out on this one with a minor knock, but from the sounds of it, it's not too much to be worried about. And front three, you've got Steven Bergwijn, Heung-min Son, and Harry Kane. It's a very, very strong lineup. Thomas Partey has passed fit for Arsenal, but I don't think that's a worry for us because at the end of the day, we're Spurs. We can beat any team when we're at our best. Strange Trance of Faith here saying Matty is the best pundit online, bar none. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. I love all the comments that come in like that, I have to say. Okay, 18 minutes out. Anything to add to what we've said so far, guys?
I mean, like you said it perfectly. I'll just say one thing. We can beat anybody in our best day, but right now we can also beat anybody in our worst day. You know what I mean? So we are unbeatable right now, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm full confident here, full confidence mode.
Yeah, I'm 100% confident as well. The more minutes that go by, the more excited I'm getting. I honestly can't wait for this. Honestly, like Marcelo said, on our worst day, we can still grind out results. So this is why I'm fully confident today. Look, we don't concede many. We've the best defensive record in the league. We've one of the best attacking records in the league as well. Do you know what I mean? And Arsenal only average 1 goal a game. So if they score 1 today and we score 2, it's game over.
Yeah. Game over indeed. Just run through a few of these stats just before the game gets started. This January marks 100 years since Tottenham's first clash with Arsenal, since they relocated from South London and became a fraudulent team, to be honest. 100 years since the first time. That first game, we did beat them at White Hart Lane 2-1 with Jimmy Cantrell and Bert Bliss getting the goals. We're currently on our longest unbeaten home run against Arsenal in the Premier League since the 1960s. We're unbeaten in 6, winning 4 and drawing 2. The run in the 60s went on for 9 games. It gets even better. Jose has never lost to Arsenal in the Premier League. He's never lost a home game to them at all. He won his first meeting in July. Now, only one Spurs manager has ever won their first 2 games against Arsenal, and that was Jimmy Anderson in 1955 and 1956. And on the flip side, only one Arsenal manager has lost his first 2 games against Spurs. The last time that happened was Bertie Mee in 1966-67. So there's a lot of history, a lot of records to be broken there, but I think we're all fairly confident we can get that done today. As well, we haven't won in 2 consecutive North London derbies since 2010 the first game when we beat them at White Hart Lane. We all remember that Danny Rose volley. And then the comeback against the Emirates later on that year is the last time we won consecutive games in the Premier League. Guys, it's going to be a great game. There's no doubt about that. I think we're all expecting, a really good one. The first goal is going to be crucial. Another stat there. In the last 51 meetings between Tottenham and Arsenal, the first team to score have gone on to win 27 of those. So we're going to need a quick start. I think we're expecting it. David, we start with you. Do you think we're going to see a defensive approach to this game, or do you think we're going to try and take the game to Arsenal?
Oh, do you know what? This is a tough one, because if you're looking back at the City and Chelsea game, everything points to sitting back. But look, this is the North London derby. We're at home. For me, it'd be suicide if you try to do that today. For me, we have to get at them from the first whistle, get them penned into their half, and let them know they're in a real game and a real fight tonight. And look, we have to start first. We have to start early, because if we score early, it plays right into our hands, because then we can play the defensive game. They can come on to us. We take the ball off them. We turn it over with Højbjerg and Lo Celso and Sissoko in the middle, and we break and we get in behind. Look, they're playing 5 at the back, so they're obviously coming here to try and do the same to us. They're going to sit back and try and catch us. So first goal today is crucial, and I hope it's early, and we need to start fast and early today.
Yeah. I think just the way Arsenal are set up, I think they're already preparing to, already just sit back. Just look at the setup that they have. It's just like, I feel like it's just going to be, it's almost like what David said, it's almost going to be like a game against Brighton or, West Brom, you know what I mean? Like, it's going to be like a relegation team, we're fighting here. So yeah. I actually see Arsenal sitting back and us kind of being more in an attack. But I could also see a more balanced approach, you know what I mean? Where we're a little bit cautious, because we understand the only way Arsenal can win this is if they sit back, absorb the pressure, and catch us on the counter. So you could see a more balanced approach from Mourinho, where we're gonna, also make sure we're solid at the back, but enough players up front. So it could be a balanced performance, like we did against United. You know what I mean? Where we didn't exactly sit back, but we also didn't exactly commit the whole team forward, and we just kind of caught them on the breaks and really fast. So we could see that.
Yeah, hopefully. I think I'm expecting a fast start, kind of, if we go out and try and take the game to them in the first 10-15 minutes, and then a bit more balanced approach for the rest of the game. If we try catch them off guard early on, I think that could be a really good chance for us to get a 1, maybe 2 goal lead. But look, it's 30 minutes out from kickoff. We'll find out very soon. I've got a lovely picture here, a lovely video from Alistair Gold. The fans back in the stadium. Alistair Gold just posted it on Twitter. I don't know if you have the volume for this, but look at that. The fans in the south stand.
Fantastic.
Absolutely beautiful.
That's fantastic. Yeah. I just want to see that, to dares to do that, that section. Remember in the Champions League? I just wanted to see that back, man. You know what I mean? That is so beautiful.
It's incredible. I remember that the first time we had that to dares to do tifo in the south stand, it was, it definitely was something to behold. Let's see if I can get a picture of that, to be honest, because look, I think
lads, I just have to go for 1 second, lads.
Yeah, no worries. No worries. Let's see if we can get this image of that south stand. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's fantastic, man.
Beautiful.
Just seeing that.
I can't wait to see this back in the ground.
Come on, man.
I can even zoom into it there, can I? No, it'll zoom out.
Arsenal would be shaking if they saw that. Oh my God.
They wouldn't be able to cope with that.
You cannot compare the Emirates to this stadium, man. You know what I mean? It's just like the atmosphere in this stadium is fantastic, man. You know what I mean? Like, just that is beautiful. That's beautiful. And in fact, in the Emirates, we've seen the cannon more times, because their fans all walk out.
The empty Ritz. God, I love that.
How do you feel about that? Fans just walking out. I've always kind of hated that. You know what I mean? It's like even when we lost, what was it, 7-2 to Bayern? I watched the whole game. I was like, I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna watch the whole game. I watched the whole game when we win, and I watched the whole game when we lose. You know what I mean? I think the only time I stopped watching a game, and it was because I was just so tired and I just couldn't be bothered, was against Middlesbrough. And I was like 6 o'clock, and I'm like, I have to go to work, so I just stopped watching it.
Yeah, no. If we had a game like that, if a game against Bayern, for example, if I had to watch that in the middle of the night, I don't know if I'd have the if I'd have the mentality to sit through it. But thankfully, I did miss that game that day. I wasn't able to watch it. But as far as fans leaving the ground goes, I think it's always going to be a different outlook for us fans who can't get to the games rather than the ones who are there every single week. So, like, look, I'm not saying there's something wrong being an armchair fan, of course. I don't believe in the phrase armchair fans. I think the people, as you know, Jimmy Page here a while ago getting up at 4:30 a.m. to watch the game, you know, it shows just as much dedication as fans who do go to the game. But if you're spending your hard-earned cash and you know you're going to take hours to get home afterwards, I can understand leaving the game a bit early. But no, I can definitely say if I was at the ground, I wouldn't leave any game early.
I wouldn't either.
To be able to go to those games, but yeah, no, I do understand it to some extent.
I think that could change, you know. I think especially with this whole COVID thing, it made us, you know, really appreciate what it's like, you know, to be in the stadium. Because, you know, even though I've never been to White Hart Lane, I've been to other stadiums, you know, especially in South America. I've been to the Maracanã, you know, the big stadium in Flamingo. And, you know, the atmosphere there is fantastic. You know what I mean? It is different. You know what I mean? When you're in there and you're with those people, it's like, it's something that a lot of people take advantage of. And I'm not even a Flamingo fan, and I got goosebumps. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's some places like that are just, no matter who you are, no matter who you support, it'll get you. And I think the Spurs Stadium is one of those. Any fan who's lucky enough to go there, I think will really enjoy the experience. With Steve here saying Willian is the one to watch for them. He always seems to score against us, and he did. He scored twice for Chelsea against us last season.
Yeah.
When they beat us.
Him and Lacazette actually are the two players I'm most worried about. I know.
I think Shane here talked about the 7-2, saying Villa are better than Bayern. Not too sure about that one.
Not too sure about that one, bro.
Inat Nurse, welcome along to the stream. I know he's a big fan of yours as well, Dave. Joins all of our streams, so massive shout out to you.
Thank you for your support, man. I always see you.
Oh, he's everywhere. Strange Chats of Fate saying, "Don't walk out. Your team needs you." David, what's your opinion on fans walking out of the ground early when your team's losing? Maybe not in this situation, but in the past.
No, I can't stand it. Like me as a fan, look, I get over twice a year because look, it is expensive for us fans that don't live in England, even around London. And look, it's so I'm just one of these fans. I like if you don't want to be there, don't go. Give the ticket up to somebody else. Do you know what I mean? Like stay there for 90 minutes. You can't just stay there for 90 minutes and then enjoy the good times and then leave when the team actually needs you. That really bugs me. It's a bugbear of mine because there's plenty of fans worldwide that would take full advantage of that seat. They'll be there an hour before kickoff sitting in it, and they'll be there an hour after kickoff sitting in it. Do you know what I mean? They really would value it. So I don't want to see any more of this Stephen early. I don't understand it. It's a real bugbear of mine.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. Now, lads, I think in just so we have the same stream for the game, so we have a live stream of it. I've made another stream here. I think I'm going to send you the link on Twitter, and I can share my screen there for watching the game. If that's all right with you, or you on TV, would you be able to get the stream aired up? Otherwise it's fine. It was an idea.
Oh, well, how does that work? I'm not sure. Can you just explain to me again?
It's the same as what we're doing here, but I'll be able to share my screen there because I can't broadcast the game, so I can share.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah. Send the link. I also have so I have Peacock, and that also streams a lot of the Premier League games. If you want me to stream as well, I can.
I was thinking, so we're all on the same time in the stream, so we're not at different periods of the game.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Does that work for you, David?
I'm on my phone, so I'm not sure how that's going to work, but I have it on here in front of me on Sky. So
okay, I think it's okay. Yeah, sure. We'll see when the game starts. We can see if we're all at the same time anyway.
I already entered the other broadcast.
Okay, I'll share my screen there in a second.
All right.
All right, so we have Steve saying, if you can't support the team when they lose, you can't support them when they win.
Exactly. That's my opinion. It's like what I hate fans like that just turn their back on the team. You know what I mean? It's just like you can't do that. You know what I mean? You got to be there for your team at the lowest points, and you got to be there at the highest points. Watching Bayern do 7 on us was probably one of the toughest things I've seen. But I stay there for the 90 minutes. You know what I mean?
100%. 100%. We're all in it together. Players, fans, owners, managers. We're all in it together. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. Like, Like there's people like us here that would rather be sitting there, and we would sit there for the 90 minutes, no matter how grueling it is. Sometimes you'd sit there. Do you know what I mean? And you still end up singing. You still end up making the most of it. So yeah, look, stop wasting the ticket, lads.
I would have just grabbed some extra pints and just what? just grab my friend David and be like, "Oh, let's go."
Have a good time when you're there, at least.
Because I usually, so I go to a lot of the Spurs bar because in Boston we do have quite a bit of, British population and all that. So we do have a Spurs fans here in my area. So we have a pub, and every time I always say, to my mom or a friend, I'm like, hey, can you come pick me up and drive me? And he's like, why? I'm like, well, because if we win, I'm getting proper wasted. If we lose, I'm getting really drunk. So it's just how it is.
I love it. Marcelo, we've Shane here asking where you're from.
So I was born in Brazil, but I live in the United States. I live in the Boston area. So it's I lived in Brazil for 7 years, and now I lived in the state for around 15. I don't know. Wow, it's been really long. All right, been like around like 15, 18 years or something like that. So I lived most of my life in the States, though. I will say that.
Yeah. Okay, so lads, we're 5 minutes out from kickoff. I'm confident, but the nerves are starting to creep in. Do we want to change our score predictions? I didn't even give mine.
What is yours?
Marcelo, you said 3-0, didn't you? And
3-0, 4-1.
I'm going to combine them and go 3-1.
3-1.
3-1 to Spurs.
We're going with the one I originally had, but unfortunately, Marcelo pumped me up. You pumped me up. I want to pump myself up, so I went big and brave. So
we had to go for the big 4-1.
I will say this: if we score a goal in the first minute, I'm going to change that prediction to a 5-0, bro, because I do not see those men. If those men have to chase, no, I'm serious. If those men have to chase the game against us, one of the best defense in the league with one of the worst offense in the league, you know what I mean? And they're a weak mentality team, you know what I mean? Like I'm confident if we go 1-0 down, right, in the first half, I'm confident that we can turn it around. But for them, I don't think they have that mentality to turn it around. So if we score one goal early in the game, expect a battering because we're going to absolutely destroy these men.
Yeah, first goal is crucial. Like I said, we score the first goal. We implement our usual game plan, let teams come on to us and exploit the gaps in behind. We get a first goal, this is going to be a big ass whooping for them.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I just need to go for 2 seconds because it's getting darker a lot earlier than I thought. So I'm just going to go grab a light because I don't know if you can see anything around me here. I'll be back in 2 seconds, but I think you're experienced enough to be able to carry the stream, I'm sure.
James, we are.
It'll be 2 seconds.
So Marcelo, look, what do you think the key battles are in the game today? What players do you think we should look out for?
Aubameyang has been woeful. I actually think Lacazette has been one of their better forwards. I don't know why they always hate on Lacazette. He's their top scorer, and he always turns up against Spurs. Lacazette always seems to score against us. So him and Willian, for me, I already said it, are the two guys that I'm most concerned with. But I think if we neutralize them, they basically have no chance because all they have is a spark. Like a spark of a moment chance. Do you know what I mean? They don't have the creativity. They don't have the ability.
It's pure instinct there, goals.
Yeah, they don't have the ability to go against us toe to toe. Their midfield. They have no creativity in their midfield. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think about the midfield was like Xhaka, Party, and who else was it? I'm kind of like forgetting already.
Probably sideways El Nani usually. Yeah. The player that they originally wanted out, and now they're talking about giving him a new long-term contract.
You see, I hope they do that, man. You know what I mean? They pick up. You see, the thing is, right? People were calling me insane when I said, you know what? Maybe this FA Cup could be the best thing for us. When Arsenal won the FA Cup, and I'm like, and they're like, Marcelo, what are you talking about? You're crazy. And I'm like, listen, they're so delusional, right? That they will forget about that 8th place. They're gonna forget about their league form. They're gonna forget what they are. And they're gonna look at that FA Cup, and that's all they're gonna say. And you can look at AFTV when we asked Jose Mourinho or Arteta, all they had to say was about that FA Cup. That was it.
Yeah.
They're so delusional to think. They're so delusional after that FA Cup win that they actually compare Arteta. I have to repeat this again. Arteta to Jose Mourinho.
There is no debate. Look at the trophies Mourinho's won in numerous of countries, numerous of European cups, numerous of just normal competitive cups in the country, numerous league titles. There is no comparison. The man's won an FA Cup. And the Charity Shield doesn't even count. Do you know what I mean? That's just a warm-up game. Players don't even want to be there. They do it for charity. Look, how can they even compare? How is that even a question? That's clickbait. That's all that is. That's playing people up. Passionate fans like us three for clickbait. That's all it is.
Yeah, it was nonsense. I'm big up Sem, bro, because he had to stay there and even have that debate. You know what I mean? I would have just walked.
Yeah.
You asked me who's better, Arteta or Mourinho. I'm like, you're a fool, man. Like, I'm just walking. You know what I mean?
If I was in that room, I would have ripped every single one of them apart. I would have absolutely
I would love to see you there, David. Dave, can I ask where your stream is at the moment?
Mine?
Yeah.
They're showing the fans in the stand here at the moment.
All right, come on, boys. Come on.
We just kicked off here on this one. I think I'll try to get a different one so we can hold up to you. Just to make sure we have the same. Will you just give me a shout when they're kicking off?
Yeah.
And I'll play over on Marcelo.
They're in full fight there in the stadium, lads.
They're enjoying it. Lads, this is it. This is the North London derby. We're here. Shane saying good luck, lads. Thanks a million, Shane. I think Arsenal need the luck more than us, but I appreciate it.
They're just ready to kick off here now.
This is going to be huge. I love that banner in the stand. Can't smile without you.
Yeah. Oh, they're just taking the knee here now. 1 second, right? You're just up now. Go ahead on your screen. Off now. Go.
Okay, lovely. Lads, just as the game's kicking off here.
Wow, and they already miss a they already missed fast. Oh my god! The first play of the game.
Get your final score predictions here in the live chat as we're kicked off in the North London derby. Here with David, the Irish Yid, and Marcelo as well. This is a huge one. It's going to be a fun one. Already you can see Arsenal lining up in a three at the back. Kieran Tierney playing there in the left centre back. I assume it's Bukayo Saka and Hector Bellerin either side in the defence.
Thomas Partey's already in trouble.
Cry, man. Cry. Oh my god.
Already getting started. For Spurs, it's looking Bergwijn and Son in the wings dropping a bit deeper. It's also pushing up in that Ndombele role, kind of sitting up alongside Harry Kane in the press. So maybe a 4-4-2 out of possession, David, as we were talking about before the stream.
Yeah, it looks like Lo Celso's playing a little bit more up front.
Yeah, it looks like he could be slotting straight into that Ndombele role. We can criticise Arsenal all we want, but they are good passing out from the back. Reguilon in there.
Not so much there, Reguilon. Oh my god! Come on, boys!
On the first counter attack here, Harry Kane.
Come on,
the ball 25 yards
out. Splattered on the edge of the box. Free kick.
Cynical foul there from Kieran Tierney or from Granit Xhaka.
Come on, cry.
Harry Kane looking for a yellow card potentially there for Granit Xhaka, and that's a rugby tackle.
I told you about these. Get at them early.
That's a yellow card, man.
Xhaka, is it?
Yeah, Xhaka.
Joke.
Absolutely no attempt there whatsoever to get on the ball. And as I say, with 115 people in here watching us live, thank you very much for joining. Make sure to subscribe, smash that like button, and go check out David's YouTube channel as well, which is linked in the description below. Just short of 2 minutes in here, free kick for Tottenham on the edge of the box. We've got Giovanni Lo Celso and Eric Dyer standing over it.
Give it to Dyer.
Yeah, Dyer can take a free kick. Yeah, you can take a free kick, bro.
And I did say my score prediction on my channel that Dyer might score today.
Did you? Shane said it as well. Shane said it in his comment. Is it written in the stars? Oh, we just moved the ball back a bit there to get a bit further away from the wall. Cheeky from him. Eric Dyer is also lining up this one. A big wall there for Arsenal. They got 5 in it. Let them stand.
Come on, boys.
It's going to have to be a good one for them from this distance, but we're all excited.
Hey, come on.
Eric Dyer starts up. Strikes it.
Oh.
Unlucky. Come on, let's go.
Unlucky.
It's all right.
It's an early chance.
Out there straight away. Look at him.
There's home games in management versus Arsenal, winning 6 and drawing 4, and I think we can all agree that one is going to carry on today. I can't see Arsenal getting the 3 points in this one.
I cannot see it.
No.
But Arsenal are looking lively. You know what I mean? They look like they speed, but so far their passing game has been woeful. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think we've intercepted every single one of their pass.
Reguilon calling for a handball there, and Willian Spurs get away, and Dyer Hoos.
Come on, keep playing.
Caleb saying that smash him. Love it.
Come on, Caleb.
Jack Bennett saying Bale to score last goal. If he comes off the bench, I think I can see him
Oh
I could see him
man,
getting
if
one
Bale
there, but-
scores here, you guys might have to shut down the stream because I would be go
And another free
absolutely
kick given away on
bananas.
the side, so
Yeah, another foul
Thomas
there. Lo Celso
Partey
getting
is
taken
again.
down. That's 2 from Partey in the first 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's see, lining up here in possession, we've Lo Celso playing really, really advanced. See there, Højbjerg
Yeah.
dropping in between the centre backs, but Lo
There's
Celso almost going
some-
right up alongside Harry Kane. So be in possession, looking like a 3-5-2 potentially, with Højbjerg sitting in between Dyer and Toby, and the fullbacks pushing on. It's not surprising. It's just strange that at the front of it, it's a 4-3-3, but it's even 2 different formations when whether we're in or out of possession. But now 4 minutes in, throw in there for Arsenal on the far side. Guys, what are your first impressions of this one?
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, go ahead, David.
no, yeah, sorry. Yeah, look, we look up for it. We look lively. We're getting stuck in, which is what we want. Arsenal are looking sloppy on the ball, a lot of misplaced passes. So it's exactly what we want. Now we just need to go.
Exactly. Marcelo?
Yeah, I completely agree with David. I think we're looking lively. Although Arsenal does also look lively. They're going for tackles and everything, but they're looking very sloppy under the ball. Doesn't look like they look too comfortable. I feel like we should be pressing them a little bit more and looking for more forward passes. I know Toby likes to ping a lot, but let's keep the ball a little bit on the ground because it seems like they don't like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Got a throw in here for Arsenal. Fairly advanced on the right hand side. Hector Bellerin over it. Oh, excellent from Reguilon. This was
amazing.
Harry Kane.
Oh, little nutmeg. Oh yeah.
Like I said, Harry Kane getting stuck in. It's a free kick to Arsenal.
Yeah.
But Harry Kane already dropping really, really deep to pick up the ball there. It was taken off from that time, but the usual stuff here from Kane dropping deep, trying to get on the ball and getting stuck into those challenges. And here's the first chance for Arsenal to get the ball into the box. I'm actually not sure what Arsenal's numbers are in terms of scoring from set pieces, but I can't imagine we'd be too worried about this. We got a lot of men back there and a really high line.
Yeah.
Really high line in this free kick, which is it's going to make it a lot more difficult for Arsenal to get in there, and the fans applauding from behind the goal. It's just beautiful to see fans back in that south stand again. It really, really is.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And they're in full voice as well, which is exactly what we wanted from them. So fair play to them.
I forgot to
nice, good clearance by Reguilon. Come on, boys, come on. Stay a little bit. Nothing.
Let me just get the audio on this so I can hear the commentary. There we go.
It's good. It's good that we defended the first set piece into the box there. It's good that we didn't give them a chance. Because look, then they would really be fired up because they'd say, look, there's chances here today, we can get at them. So it's good that we shored up from the first set piece, which has been a big pain in the backside.
Yeah, fully agreed.
Keep the ball on the ground.
Just seems to be hitting hope from the defence so far at the moment, but while we're settling down in the game, maybe that mightn't be the worst thing. Is Holding plays it back to Bern Leno.
Oh, come on, chase.
Not as much of a high press as we've seen in the past. Yeah, Harry Kane kind of sauntering forward, to Celso with him, but Son and Bergwijn definitely dropping deep in possession, probably to is a collision there at the centre of the park. Is that Pierre-Emile Højbjerg?
Yeah, that was Højbjerg. Hey, he just clipped him. Come on, ref, get the hold of the game.
Lacazette and Højbjerg there, and Højbjerg's having a word with Lacazette, the referee coming over to settle down that situation as well as the ball is played down the left hand side. Tierney. Great challenge, Serge Aurier.
Come on, Aurier, let's go. Come on.
Serge Aurier. His first test there.
Come on, boys, hit the ball on the ground.
You see here between Lacazette and Højbjerg? Not much in that. I think Højbjerg's gone to block him off. They just kind of tangled their legs. But a nice.
Yeah, it was more Højbjerg at fault there. Exactly. That's the shit house you want in a derby.
Yeah, I love Højbjerg.
As well.
You gotta love him.
Another long ball forward from Toby. Easy.
Yeah, come on, keep the ball on the feet, man. You know what I mean? We're giving the ball away. The back line is giving the ball away too much. Be confident.
Shane saying Atkinson is one of the worst refs. Saying here he's ref 6 North London derbies and Spurs have only won one of them, but Arsenal have only won one as well. 4 draws in those 6. So it's not.
If we win today and he gives us a penalty, he'll be the best ref.
Let's hope he celebrates it like Mike Dean usually does when he gives us decisions.
Yeah. I love that video where you see him running away like that. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It was a Dembele scoring against Villa or something and he's running away.
Yeah, he's like this. Yeah, he's like fist pumping in the air.
Oh, I love it.
Oh,
Bukayo Saka getting possession, loose touch in the box,
well
and
done.
clears it out.
Toby.
I think, look, it's frustrating to see them hit the ball every time we get it at the back, but I think for the first 10, 15 minutes, it might be better. Just keep things safe. We don't want to make any early mistakes. So
Yeah, well, see, it's crucial not to let these get their first goal because they are the away team. And it's only going to fire them up. It's crucial that we do keep it tight for the first 10, 15.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, I just feel like my one criticism is just we keep sending in these long balls. It's like just try to build up play a little bit. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. It does work for us. Toby is one of the best at pinging the balls, but I just rather just keep it a little bit on the ground, create something, because I just feel like Arsenal just don't have the ability to just stop us, to manhandle us in the midfield. So just get the ball to the midfield. You know what I mean?
They don't. Yeah. That's another pass they're after giving away. They're shocking up around our box at the minute.
Yeah, they
need to start getting control of the ball and dominating this game.
And look, that goes to show how long it's been since Arsenal beat us. Mikel Arteta was the captain for Arsenal last time they won at White Hart Lane in 2014, 1-0 win. I think it was Thomas Rosicky with to be fair, a fantastic goal that day. Here's Højbjerg picking it up in the middle of the park. Straight away, you can see Aurier pulling out wide on that right-hand side, really stretching the pitch for Arsenal. We've lost possession and we're back in again. Dyer being chased down here by Aubameyang. Get enough on that. Oh,
what is that? Oh, well done.
What is that? Come on, Dyer.
Come on, lads. Wake up. Come on.
Wake up. Come on, guys.
Listen, it's a flown.
Yeah, listen. Our passing hasn't been that well this game. I'm not gonna lie. I wish it would have been better. We're kind of giving the back line is kind of just giving the ball away a little bit too much, not giving the midfield enough chance to shine. You know what I mean? You got to get the ball to the midfield and give them a chance. It's almost like sloppy, just them sending a long ball towards us and kind of like praying. It's what I mean?
It's not sustainable for the whole game to have a midfield chasing around after the ball.
Yeah, you got to get the ball to the midfield a little bit, man. You know what I mean? We're giving these guys a chance.
Clear by Bergwijn. With Steve here saying Aurier has been decent recently, looks a different player, and I fully agree. I think he's really improved since he got the competition in with Matt Doherty.
Come on, Stevie B.
Thomas Partey strikes it, and it's not a very good.
Wide.
Come
on, boys! Get the ball to the midfield. I don't want to swear, but get the ball to the midfield.
Say what you want, Marcelo. We're all adults here.
Thomas Partey with a 40 million strike there.
Look, a lot of the first 11 minutes of this one being played in our final third, but it was the same against Manchester City, and we comfortably beat them 2-0.
Yeah,
I don't think it's the worst thing in the world.
Also, Arsenal has yet to create a thing. All their shots have been really desperate, so it's a good sign defensively.
Yeah.
But I just want us to keep the ball a little bit. Okay.
Just something I've noticed that I don't know if you've picked up upon, but like that we don't seem to be able to, like, apart from the City game or like maybe the Chelsea game, we don't seem to be able to put a consistent 90 minutes together. It's kind of like one half we're very good and then the other half we're average.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to make on that.
Yeah, look, I think you're never going to be. We've Alex Mixon here, another friend of mine from school, saying, "Come on, the Arsenal, perfect result." Another Liverpool fan saying, "Perfect result for Liverpool is a draw." Top stream, I'd appreciate you dropping out. Yeah, I think with the way we're playing, that it is, against these big teams. Again, we don't play like this in every single game. We're never going to look the better team, I suppose. Like, I don't know if you saw the title debate I had on my channel there on Friday.
That was very good.
Cheers, David. The City fan was saying the feeling in the City fan base after that game was that City played really well, that City played poorly rather than Tottenham played well. So, like, it's easy on the forefront. You look at this and you think, oh, Spurs, they can't get on the ball or whatever. But we're not trying to get on the ball as much as we have in the past. So I wouldn't be too concerned if we have some iffy periods. But yeah, Arsenal definitely having a lot of the possession early in this one as Dyer gets his head on that cross. Here's a chance of the counter-attack. Harry Kane.
Harry Kane, beautiful pass. Come on, son. Come on, Sonny. Come on. Ronaldo. Come on, Ronaldo. Come on, Ronaldo. Come on,
this guy would rather be a model. Let's fucking have it! What a beauty! Come on! Let's have it, Sonny boy! Yes!
Cutting inside. 25 yards out. He lets rip. He's one into the far corner. What a goal from Son.
Oh my God.
Here we go.
This is the club we love. This is the crest we represent. Come on, Spurs.
Let's get this new video in. Goal for Tottenham Hotspur. Harry Kane. You know what? For Harry Kane.
Marcelo went for a lap around the block.
He had to relax. What a strike from Hyman.
Oh my God, what a beauty. Come on.
Standing goal from
Let's
Son.
fucking stick it to these Gooners. They are nothing but shadow dwellers.
And it's Harry Kane picking up the ball in the middle of the park. He manages to get some space, plays it on the left-hand side to Son. Son breaking forward. And look
Mourinho, look at him. Mourinho, he loves it. Hands out.
Absolutely sensational.
We see you, Sonny. We see you.
It's there, 12 minutes in, and Tottenham have the lead. Hyman Son with a superb strike. Look, we'll come back to it.
Marcelo, who scored that goal?
Sonaldo, bro. The Asian sensation. You already know, bro. He's better than all these men. I gotta lower my voice. That's why I'm whispering right now, because my neighbors they think a murder just happened, bro.
Staying here saying goal of the season contender for Hyman Son. Absolutely outstanding. Steve saying what a goal.
Oh, man. I have not exercised, David. I have not exercised that much since the lockdown.
For every Spurs fan out there that was tuning into this, we said to you, fast start, an early goal, and it's exactly what they gave you. We are better than Sky Sports.
Come on.
Absolutely love it. What a goal from Son. And again, look, it's the pattern of the game. Arsenal straight back into our final third. They got a free kick this time out on the left-hand side. Bukayo Saka standing over to whip it into the box. But look, we don't need possession. We don't need to dominate a game. We don't need to do that. We just need, on the counter-attack, we're clinical. And that from Hyman Son, absolutely sensational strike. And the fans in the South Stand in full voice there, singing, I want to be in the number. Absolutely brilliant start for us.
And I want to see everyone singing my song, Don't Worry, We Could Be Arsenal.
It's hearing these chants back in the ground again. I wish I could put the audio on for those. Absolutely sensational. William
when the Stars go marching in.
I want to be in
that number. Oh, when the Spurs go marching in.
Oh, when the Spurs.
Oh,
man, come on.
And that's running out. Is it out for a goal kick?
Nice one, Sonny. Nice one, Sonny. Let's have another one. Come on.
I love it. They're showing the goal here again. It's Dyer heads it out. Stephen Berg went into the middle of the park.
Look at Kane. Look at this.
Kane done so well there. He done so well there.
Plays it out to Son. He's facing up holding. And look, it's the run from Sergio Reguilon. That's what causes that. It's the overlap from Sergio Reguilon, which drags holding out of position and it opens up the space in the middle for Son. And look, the rest is prime.
The absolute speed of Reguilon there, like you called it. The run opens it up. I was just about to say it before you did. And that's one thing you don't see Ben Davies doing. And that's why that goal opened up there for Sonny.
Yeah, there's Lacazette there in the middle of the park.
Oh, get out of there. Get out of there, Lacazette. Go work somewhere else, bro. Get out of here.
Steve saying
Obama who? Obama hasn't showed up yet.
Bro, I already said it. That man got his new contract, the Gucci bag, and dipped out. All right, he's dipping out with his Lambo next season.
We've seen saying think about in the second half as well when we were attacking the South Stands. We're all we've Shane saying Kane assist again, and look, that makes Harry Kane and Hyman Son the most clinical duo in any single Premier League history. They've now got went for 8 goals this season. Passing out, I think it was Ryan Fraser and Callum Wilson for Bournemouth.
That was a good
loose touch by Saka. Great.
Yes,
and the fans cheering every tackle, every pass. But yeah, another assist for Kane. That's 10 in the league this season.
That's free. Yeah, well done, Ram.
That's a yellow card. That's already like what his fifth. That's already shocked us like 4 foul, man. Come on, that's a yellow, ref. Get on top of that.
I'm having a word there with the ref as well. I think he agrees with you, Marcelo.
Come on.
I'd say we lost a few watchers. I'd say they're over on the AFT watching them have a meltdown at this moment in time.
What a fantastic start!
DT was saying, I really trust this manager. I have my full belief in him, bro. You know what I mean? This man, he's such a clown, man.
Well, now you know you never want DT to say he trusts you, do you?
No. It's always good when DT is confident.
We've 64 watching at the moment. I think you might have been right with the lads heading over to AFTV.
Oh yeah, 100%. They want to see that reaction. They're already getting the memes all cropped up and everything. It's fantastic.
Well, to be honest, CJ, I honestly, I was nervous about how this was going to go today, and I didn't even expect, to be honest, 30. So the fact that we have 64, fair play to everybody, and thank you very much.
Yeah,
fully agreed. Thanks everyone for joining us. Really, I know we weren't expecting Marcelo today as well, but that was a fantastic surprise to have you join us for this one, Marcelo.
Hey, there we go, man. I've been calling for it, Matty. I was like, Matt, you got to get me on your show, man.
I was always going to get you on one day. I was always going to get you on.
This is the perfect moment to get me on too.
Oh, it is indeed.
Also, don't forget to become a member of Matty's channel. The guy's putting out great content. Make sure you become a member, and also like this video, and also get over to my channel, The Irish Shade, after the game, and give me a subscribe as well. And Marcelo, you need to have your channel on the way.
As soon as Marcelo has his channel, whenever it is, you'll know about it. We'll let you know. As well, link to Dave's channel down in the description below, as well as links to subscribe to my channel and to become a member as well. So make sure to go and check all of those out. The 68 of you who are watching at the moment. Spurs in possession again in the deeper third. Really high press from Arsenal. Looking like a 4-5-1 out of possession for them. Lacazette kind of dropping in to shore up the midfield. But easily bypassed there. And here's Lo Celso in Arsenal's half. Aurier on the right-hand side showing support.
But you see what I was saying is Arsenal was on our half for like a good solid minute, right? And they couldn't break us down. Look how compact we are. We were there in their half for like, what, a minute? Son scores a wonder goal. You know what I mean? It's just a difference.
Good chance there. Son whipping across into the box. Harry Kane just underneath it. Holding clears it out for Tottenham's first corner of the game. But that's the thing. We get in their half once. The first time it's a goal. The second time it's a dangerous ball into the box by Son. I think,
and that's Jose's philosophy. Jose's philosophy is be a tough team to break, be a tough team to score against, be almost like impossible to break to a point where we can these teams get so desperate or they get so overzealous that we catch them on the break, and when we do, we have to be ruthless, and that's what we did, man.
Ball into the box, headed out by Holding, and Aubameyang adds to it.
Poor touch by Aubameyang
here on the left hand side.
Yeah.
What a start, lads. Honestly, what a start this is to the game. Yeah. Some people are going to say it's lucky, but I say it's class. What do you make on it?
That's a class goal. There's no luck.
It's perfect. It's exactly what we called for in the build-up to this.
Yeah. There's nothing lucky about, when you do it. We did it against Man City. We've done it again today already. Yeah. It's the way we set up to play. Loose touch there by Lo Celso in the middle, but he gets the deflection on the pass. It's a Spurs throw. There's nothing lucky. We set up to be compact at the back and score in the break. Mourinho did it with Real Madrid when he was there. They're seen as one of the best counter-attacking teams of all time, and that's what I'm not going to compare us to that Real Madrid team, not at all. I'm not that delusional. But it's the way we're setting up, and it's working for us as well. So, people always recognize that Real Madrid team as one of the best they've ever had. They forget about the style of play, so I don't see why, for us, it matters the way that we're doing it. The fact is that we are doing it. And
we do it consistently.
We do, that's the thing.
Yeah.
And the way this game has started, it looks like we could be top of the Premier League for a third week in a row. But look, only 21 played, about a quarter of the way through the game, and Tottenham do lead by 1-0. If you are just tuning in, it was a fantastic strike from Heung-min Son after 12 minutes. Spurs on the counter-attack, assisted by Kane, scored by Son. What else would you expect? It's assist number 10 for Kane in the league this season. He's halfway to the highest ever assist total in the league, which is 20 for Thierry Henry. Only 11 games in, and he's half of the way there. And for Son, his 10th goal of the season, he's one behind Dominic Calvert-Lewin, who got on the score sheet again for Everton yesterday against Burnley.
Was that a draw? I didn't watch that game. Okay.
More points dropped. I tell you, falling away.
I just want to praise Toby and Dyer so far. Anything that they've just mopped it up anytime they have actually tried to get into our area. They've completely cleaned it up. Haven't even looked like giving away a penalty. They've been spot on with their challenges.
Great defending there.
Great defending.
And again, a nice little unlucky. Look, this is exactly what we wanted. We couldn't have asked for anything better. This is absolutely perfect. This plays into our hands. Shadow dwellers now are really going to know who runs North London. I wish I was over there. Oh my God.
What a way to celebrate as well. 100 years since Arsenal moved to North London. What a way to celebrate.
That's a great one.
Arsenal forced back to the league there. Lo Celso leaving one on is it Kieran Tierney or Granit Xhaka?
I don't know about you, but I just love seeing this. You know what I mean? Like a whole squad just defending. It's just it's an art. Just absolutely stifling a team. It's something that a lot of people don't appreciate. When I watch Simeone, I do really like watching Simeone. People call me crazy, but I really do because, just being able to work as a unit, to sweat your socks off and just grind out a result, and just being able to defend like this is absolutely fantastic. But look at this. It's so organized.
the dedication that goes into that, Marcelo, on the training pitch, like that's hours of grueling, just moving as a unit, side by side, pressing together. You know,
Every
like
man,
anyone that trains like that, they know it's absolutely horrible. It's grueling. You just want the ball.
Yeah.
So look, like to be able to do it and implement it to perfection it takes a lot of work on the training. It's not just luck.
Yeah.
And I fully agree with what you're saying. It's an art.
Oh, look at that from Sissoko.
It's an art the Italians are known for. You know, again, Real Madrid, one of the best counter-attacking teams. Italy, one of the best. You know, even their teams domestically, like Juventus did it to us in the Champions League a few years ago, and they knocked us out. Yeah. I don't see why it matters who you are, or where you're from, if that's the football you play. You know, if it works in the Premier League, why not do it in the Premier League? And that's what Jose Mourinho is doing. And here we are, as it stands, back on top of the Premier League table. But again,
we are top of the league.
We are top of the league. Come on. But like, as I was also saying, it's like you said, David. You know, it just takes so many hours because everybody has to be in the right position. And then you watch when Arsenal, just watch when Arsenal's in our half and they're transitioning ball to ball. Watch how our players transition. It's incredible. You know what I mean? Like everybody just knows where to go and where to be and where to clear the ball. Jose is incredible, man. You know what I mean? I've never seen a Tottenham defense like this. Never in my whole lifetime.
Yeah, look, the training sessions, like I said, they're boring. It's hard to stay switched on mentally and actually just be willing to do it. Especially with some of the English weather, with the rain and the cold, and you're out there just doing this movement. But look, it's what pays off, and if it's what wins your games, that's what I want to see. I don't care about playing this beautiful football, but then being exposed every time a team attacks on us.
Yeah,
I'd rather be solid from the back. Boys. Everyone knows every champion across the world is solid from the back and pushing down from a solid base.
Bergwijn coming up the left-hand side, just forced back there. Shane here asking Salah or Son?
Sonaldo. It's not even a question.
Listen, that's a tough one. Salah is good, but I will say this: I think Son is better than Mane. I know people get on my back. I've always said it. If you look at Son's goal to assist record, it's almost the same thing as Mane, and you can argue that Mane over the years has had a better team. You know what I mean?
A goal contribution of 68 minutes this season.
I'm the opposite to you, Marcelo, to be honest, because if he would have said Mane and Son, I would have said I probably wouldn't have been able to pick. But Son or Salah, I would. For me, Salah, I think is too selfish.
Great
pass.
Greg Lamb with the cross just behind there. Højbjerg, the crowd. What a Leno, that's it.
Man, I hope he scores today. I'd love this guy to score today.
Oh man, if Højbjerg scores, you can see he's up for this game, man. You know what I mean? Højbjerg, he's loving it.
I think a goal would mean as much to Højbjerg as it would to any other player on that pitch, to be honest.
Oh yeah, he loves it.
And he looks up for it as well. You could see him before the game. His tracksuit was perfect, not crease in it. His hair, there was not hair out of place. He looked up for it today. He brilliant.
Look, that early goal, as much as it's good to get the good start. What it means for the way we can play in this game is there's no stage now where we have to try and get out and take the game to Arsenal and leave ourselves exposed at the back. We'll be happy to keep our backs against the wall and win this game 1-0 because goal difference doesn't matter if you're winning every single game. As Dyer comes in there with the interception, another chance to counter.
You see, I don't think it's going to end at 1-0. I think we just have too much quality. Personally,
I know. I'm not saying it will be, but if it ends like that, we're going to be fine with that. We won't have any problems with it.
But you look Arsenal right now. Since that one goal, like for example, early game, Arsenal was getting a lot more in our box, right? They looked a little bit more threatening before the goal, but then you see after this goal, they haven't been able to get across. You know, they look very shaky after this goal, and we've been getting some counter chances. So, it's kind of what I was saying.
You can guarantee before the game that Mikel Arteta would have said to them, just don't concede in the first 20, 25 minutes. It's not what they wanted. It's completely took the wind out of their sails. Yeah. But look, for me, I think we need to pounce on it now and go for a second because make no mistakes about it. If he gets them in at 1-0, the message is going to be we're still in this and they're going to come out fighting again. So,
yeah,
that's the thing. Form means nothing in a derby. Every single one of those players is going to be up for this, and it's just a case of us taking the game away from them before they can get the chance to go in and be remotivated.
Yeah,
28 minutes played here.
Beautiful ball from Dyer.
Look at the space for Aurier on that right-hand side every time.
Like I'm saying, man. Come on, pass it to Regan.
He tries his luck.
Kenny.
Here's
All right.
Out to Regulon, look one in.
Go to Regulon, Don.
Willian defending really, really deep there. And the same Bukayo Saka at the far side. It's almost a 6 at the back there. There's a Gabriel stepping up a bit.
Yeah, now we're really growing into the game. You can see.
Yeah. We're just starting to pass it around. They can't get near us at the minute.
It's like what Matty said, sometimes, I mean, even like the best teams in the world, Liverpool, when they won the league, they were known to like score in the final minute. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were known to usually score in the final minute. You know what I mean? So
Fergie time.
Yeah, exactly.
So every team takes their time to get their rhythm and, warm up at different moments.
Shane saying Salah is better than Son, who's better than Mane. Jack saying Son can score more goals than Arsenal on his own this season, and I think they're level now.
No, I think Son has more goals. Does he not?
No, I think I'm just looking at it here. Son has 10, Arsenal have 10 this season.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And DT said 4-2. By the way, guys, 4-2. And you're delusional.
I think he's sitting there with his cup of tea right now, drowning his sorrows, because you best believe he's getting it after this.
We've seen here as well saying there's no player more two-footed than Son. He might be the most two-footed player ever, and he is. I mean, I don't have the stats to hand, but looking at the goals he scored, the way that they're distributed across his right foot and left foot it's almost even. He really is. It doesn't matter what foot he has it on, he put it in the back of the net.
It's incredible.
Done 10 times this season already.
I haven't seen a two-footed player like him in the Premier League in a long time.
Chance here for Arsenal. Clearly squares it. Oliveira gets a foot.
Beautiful. Well,
look at that. They're so calm at the back there. As I said, at the start, we were just getting rid of it. Kane right down there in the middle of the park. And look, it's a tactic you can see there from Arsenal.
That's another foul from Xhaka. Come on, man. Get yellow. You gotta get him a yellow. That's like the 5th technical foul he's done, man.
But the ref's going to do their best to try and keep Arsenal in this for as long as they can. It's because we're Tottenham. That's all it is.
Come on, but you gotta, good ball. Oh, good ball. Very good ball.
But you can see what Arsenal are doing when Kane gets in possession, dropping deep. For the goal we saw it was Partey kind of sitting on him. Partey breaks forward here.
Take him out.
Plays it out to right, left to Aubameyang. Don't let him cut in. Crowd him out. Saka stands it up. Head over Regulon. Well defended.
Yeah. Well done.
But yeah, Arsenal, they're getting the man on Harry Kane. The first goal, it was Thomas Partey. He couldn't get the ball off him. Kane got the pass and we scored. But that time there, it was...
Partey hit Højbjerg in the face, I'm pretty sure, in that build-up. You know what I mean? You got to look into that, man. This ref has been doing a really poor job.
Partey and Jack are getting away with this.
Yeah.
Partey definitely...
he hit him in the face. Like, how are you... And this ref is saying that Partey... Højbjerg was the one that caused the foul.
Yeah, he gives the advantage to Arsenal.
Yeah, what is that, man?
It's a I
love that Højbjerg is the man who goes down and he's still the one back there who clears it afterwards.
Yeah. What an animal this guy is. I'm telling you, lads, he's a future captain for Tottenham. Everything 100%. Around him, he just no matter.
He did. He elbowed him.
He's bleeding as well.
Yeah,
they're not even looking at him.
Ref.
And they're playing on.
Højbjerg's off the pitch for a second here. The crowd are booing as Arsenal play on.
Yes, they're listening to me. They're listening to me.
Yeah, Højbjerg off the pitch. It looks like the Celso's just dropping in beside Sissoko and Kane helping out there at the back as well. Højbjerg getting a bit of treatment as he's drawn blood, and Son in there. Son this game down a bit.
I tell you, Son's work rate has been defensively as well has been great. To sacrifice himself to do this, fair play.
Yeah, exactly. And a foul throw in. We're watching Premier League football. Premier League, the best league in the world, and Hector Bellerin with a foul throw. Oh, I love
look, Bellerin is a player who's not reached the heights.
Wow. Yikes, boy.
There's no other word.
Well, how much is Bellerin? How much do they pay Bellerin a week? I wonder.
Too much. I don't know how much it is, but I can tell you it's too much.
He loves his fashion, though. Genuinely, he actually loves his fashion. Like, he's more into the fashion than what is football. Like, he'd rather be a fashion designer than a footballer. He said it.
Dyer getting the goal.
Come on. Have they had a yellow card? Let me look at the stats here. I don't think they've had a yellow card.
I don't think there's been a booking yet, no.
I can't believe Arsenal has not gotten a yellow card. Okay, let me look at the stats so far. So Arsenal has committed 5 fouls, and a lot of them were technical fouls, and no yellow cards.
Joe.
Interesting. It's And then Partey hits some elbows Højbjerg right in the face, and nothing happens with that. This ref needs to get a control of this game, man.
This is where I want them Spurs to close them down full pelt when they're getting caught on the ball like this.
But
the
thing is, with Belly King out in the sideline,
look at him.
He's getting involved. But the thing is with Arsenal, look, as bad as they are good at passing it out from the back. And if once or twice they do bypass our press, I think we're in big trouble, especially with the pace of Aubameyang and Lacazette.
I think Mourinho has seen that. That's why it's only Kane and usually like 2 people that are pressing.
Yeah, true. Another misplaced pass there for Arsenal.
Like I said, I think this is going to be a more balanced performance as we're seeing right now. We're definitely looking more lively in the attack.
Yeah,
we're picking our moments to press as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're growing into the game perfectly. This is everything we asked for in the first half. Just see them when they were trying to pass out from the back. Yeah, I agree with you. We need to be careful and kind of maybe not press them is what you're saying. But for me, if we pressed as a team there, it's a perfect time to pick up the ball and turn it over. You're in and go straight away.
Yeah.
But I suppose because we're 1-0 up, we don't really need to do it either. We don't need to expose ourselves.
Let's go. What did I tell you? What did I tell you about Partey, bro? Come on,
came with him, a good defending to try to pass by Gabriel. Lascelles.
Well done, Lascelles.
Excellent there from Lascelles. High press, getting it off the play Saka.
What did I say? What did I say about Partey? What did I say about Partey? He's suspect, bro. He's suspect. Everybody just keeps following. You know what I mean? Like the thing is with people, right? They think, oh, he costs a lot of money. He come from this club, so he's got to be world class, right? I never believe in that thing. You know what I mean, bro? I look at the stats and I look at the performance, and for me, Partey, he's a good player. Don't worry. Don't get me wrong. He's a quality player, but I don't think he's world class. Call me delusional. I just don't think he is.
I definitely agree with you. Son corner there, a bit flat, clear to the front post by Lacazette. And Højbjerg humps it forward, but nothing.
Go on, Ari. Yeah, well done, Ari. This is all
good job. Look at Sissoko. Look at what a.
See, this is the job he does that I'm constantly talking about. It's the clean-up work.
Yeah. It's not fun. It's not pretty to watch, but it's what you need in a squad. You need a guy that's gonna run that has that pace, that work ethic to just run back and get that spare ball. And he's the best.
He's the guy in the dressing room that all the likes of Kane and all probably appreciate the most.
Yeah. And I'll say this, David. Sissoko, you know why I really appreciate Sissoko this season? Because coming in last season, he didn't have the best season, right? And I was like wondering, he is 30, he is getting up there. Should we maybe sell him? I was thinking that. Now I'm looking at Sissoko. I'm like, he's irreplaceable, in my opinion. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's like I was saying, I remember doing a video over the summer when there was talk of us potentially swapping Tanguy and Dembele for Milan Skriniar. And I did a video and I was kind of thinking, do you know what? Maybe we should. Maybe it is a good option for us. But Mourinho has managed to turn these players around. Serge Aurier is another one. He's got the best out of Kane and Son. Eric Dyer even spoke out today or yesterday saying he was thinking of leaving Spurs. But he's managed to bring a new era out of these players. And it's it's shaping up to be a good couple of years. And it is down to that man, Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, Jose Mourinho.
Yeah. Look, just on Sissoko, Matty, he's a player that I've said to you loads of time. I really do appreciate him and the work he does. So people can't call me a liar. But look, it's just the role he offers. Like
look at Son.
Well done.
Wow, good job.
It's just like he does all the nasty work.
Oh,
he also
that's not a foul. Wait, he got the ball.
Yeah,
ref. This ref is so poor, man.
See Mourinho, they're sprinting out to the touchline after the challenge went in on Sunday.
I love Mourinho, man. I absolutely love him. Sonny.
It's beautiful, Sonny. Oh, no, that was a foul. That was a foul.
Did he?
He did.
That's a foul. Come on, David.
That's a ball line.
I love you, David.
I'll stay out of this one.
That's soft, man. That's soft.
Like, to be fair, Arsenal did very, very well squeezing that space. Once we did look to turn the counter attack, Gabriel sprinting out to close in there, and
Gabriel is definitely a worry in these set pieces. He's
training for a move here. Tierney at the back post. Sissoko read it. Super.
Yes.
Great defense there.
Sissoko, man, come on. This guy does not get enough love.
Tierney with the cross, and it's Harry Kane back there.
Harry Kane.
Sissoko up again.
Wow.
Thomas Partey hits it and it's deflected and blocked and hits everyone.
They're going to look at VAR now for a handball, I bet you.
Yeah, they'll have a look, but I think it comes off a foot in the face. There's no handball in there. I think.
Stay down. I hate.
Partey caught that cleanly though. I regret wearing the jersey because I'm absolutely freezing.
Nothing wrong with him. Look at him pretending to limp. Nothing wrong with him. Joke.
Nah,
That's it. Cleared him in the head. Well done. That's exactly what I want to see.
Nothing.
Nothing. Get up. This is a derby, kid. Welcome to the North London derby. Huh? Yeah? Welcome. This is White Hart Lane, baby. You know what I mean? Come on.
Poor ball cleared by Sissoko.
See, Sissoko, he's always in the right position, man. I love him.
Yeah, he's a great player. He's irreplaceable right now. He does not get, I felt like Alex was being a little bit really, really underappreciative when he said Sissoko, you know what I mean? Like, we're talking about Sissoko. I'm like, man, look at these performance.
Like, that annoyed me. That did annoy me last night.
It annoyed me a little bit.
He's there talking about Sissoko. He's not good enough. Get rid of him. And he's there. I want to keep Winks. Sissoko's in the starting 11. Winks isn't.
Or get rid of Winks.
Oh, did it hit a hand? I think that hits Dyer's hand.
No. Don't say it.
Stay on here with Lacazette in the box out to Bellerin. Bellerin squares it, cleared by Højbjerg. VAR will have a look at this. I think it comes out.
Does it?
I think Willian, he kind of overruns the pass and he's trying to control it. He flicks it up.
We have it.
Here. Or is it Regulon? No, nothing.
No, you can't give that as a handball. That's a joke.
If you give that a handball, I'm rioting.
No.
Surely that's off the shoulder.
if you give that a handball, I'm rioting. Football is dead if that's a handball. I'm telling you, football is dead.
William whips in the free kick.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Get rid of it.
Son flicks
it
back in.
Look at Kane.
Looking
Beautiful pass from Kane.
Højbjerg on the right.
Come on.
Go to the ball.
No.
Let's get back to Leno. I think Højbjerg
he can't pick it up. He touched that with his hand.
Yeah. Wait.
Hold on.
He couldn't pick that up.
You can't pick that up. That was a pass back. He touched that with his hand.
Did he?
Yeah.
I thought he was doing that. Yes.
What is this? No. That was with his hand. I'm telling you. He went.
I didn't see that, to be honest, but I'll.
That was interesting. Wow.
But the thing is, I don't understand why Spurs didn't press there either, because he can't pick it up.
Oh, you're gonna give him a yellow card? Oh my God, this ref is abysmal.
This referee
is abysmal.
He tries to step out of the way there. He goes in to beat the ball. Willian gets the touch, and Celso's trying to spin out of his way.
Shaka has made 3 or 4 technical fouls, and he has yet to see a booking. Oh my God, this ref. You're a joke.
Look, screw the ref. Let's talk about the game.
Yeah,
we are playing to perfection right now.
Yeah,
it's
we're
perfect.
looking.
They're playing into our hand.
And again, look, it's not pretty football. No one's going to look at this and say, oh, look at how well Spurs played. But we know this is how we like to play. This is where we thrive. And it's working. We're 1-0 up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, I can sit here and watch the rest of this for 70 minutes, happy out. And to me, it's an art watching them defend and sit back like that. So for me, it's perfect. I can sit here and watch this.
The minute is blocked on the screen. So we're in 43. Okay. I think we just.
I'll take that away, Marcelo.
No, it's fine. I don't really care. It's fine. I just wanted to see what time it was for the first half. Oh, okay. Thank you. No problem.
Oh, that's really soft.
He needs to be careful, this guy.
Yeah, this ref.
There's a good chance for Arsenal. A free kick right on the edge of the box. Dyer and Kane having a word there.
This ref is looking to just give Arsenal every little thing, man. He got the ball, ref! Oh my God, you're standing right there! You're standing right there!
Oh, that's a terrible thing.
Oh my God! This is what I'm talking about, David. This is what I'm talking about, David. This is what I'm talking about. These men. Oh my God!
Guys, lads, I hope William's not over this.
Willian is on it. Lacazette is on it. Xhaka is on it.
No.
This is really, really dangerous. It shouldn't have been a free kick.
Get all the big men in the wall. Get Sissoko and everybody in there. Let's block it up. Like
It's
I
gonna
said,
go.
looks like
It's gonna go in the
he's
air. I'm telling you, it's gonna go in the air. It's gonna go in the air. They ain't taking this. Or Hugo is saving it.
They got a
This
3-man
referee is
wall.
a-
Spurs with 4 on the wall. Arsenal have 3 standing beside him.
If they score from
Lacazette.
this, can,
I'm gonna
can,
be
can,
absolute.
can they look back at the award of the free kick and then disallow it?
No.
They can't.
No, it
No.
doesn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
He hit into
Corner.
the stand. What a useless Darren Bent. Useless.
But I mean, like, what I'm trying to say is, like, this is what I mean, David. It's like, oh my
Yeah.
God, you're standing right in front of there. You're right in front of the play, and you're giving a foul when you clearly see he touched the ball. Oh man, this ref is a joke, man.
Another training ground tactic here by Arsenal, possibly. Hasn't worked. Willian squares it. Reguilon clears Saka edge of the box. He's forced backwards to Partey.
They're
Back out
fighting for
again.
the ball. Look, they can't help but fight each other, even out on the pitch.
Bellerin crosses. Ooh,
Well done.
that was Lloris. Kane.
Yeah, but no, you have to declare that. You don't know if it's
Yeah.
I don't think Lloris communicated it fast enough. So it was a fine clearance.
James, we don't look shaky at the back whatsoever. We look solid. Look very confident.
Really compact back there.
Well, every man is. Yeah, I don't think they've had a shot on target. Yeah, I don't think they've had a shot on target this whole game.
Yeah, they had an opportunity, but Lacazette decided to put it into the stand. It's easier. Just keep it compact now till half time. Let's get into half time. Keep it compact.
Yeah. Oh, come on.
Here's Thomas Partey out to Hector Bellerin. Bellerin crosses. Hojbjerg away. Oh, ref.
Yeah, ref. Come on, that's a foul, ref. This fucking guy. I'm sorry. This guy, man. He is. I'm sorry that I swear there, but like, Jesus, man. This ref has been an absolute joke.
Ball,
yeah, yes,
Hector Bellerin.
Get out.
Yes,
First one. Yes. Super.
Aurier has been fantastic.
4 on 2. 4 on 2. Come on.
Come on. Pass it.
You're on.
Quicker.
From Kane.
No, he's at the bar. Oh, Harry Kane, you're number 10. Oh, God. Let's fucking go. Come on. He looks absolutely beautiful celebrating that goal. Perfect hair. The number 10 on his back is looking fantastic. Come on. Woo!
It went out, but it's right into the back of the net. It's 2-0. Kane and Son on the score sheet. What you expect? Marcelo's having a great time.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Absolutely rattled it in off the bar. And that all came from Aurier's challenge.
What an I can't believe Alex said we gotta sell Aurier, man. Over Sanchez, man.
Off on Arsenal Fan TV.
I love Alex, but man, you can't. Oh,
what a finish!
Is that true? Is that
true? Harry Kane, emphatic finish. Another counter-attacking goal from Spurs. Another 3 points, surely in the bag at this stage. Oh, it's outstanding.
What the man say about overconfidence?
David's gone sideways.
What the man say about overconfidence? You know what I mean?
Oh, this is amazing. Sensational. Harry Kane
said it, bro.
3-0. All-time
3-0. It's probably going to get uglier. I'm telling you, this could get ugly, bro. This could get ugly.
It definitely could, but how important was it to get that? They've made a sub. They've made a sub 3 seconds before half time. Danny is on to Thomas Partey. I'm just going to get David's take on this when he's back. Thomas Partey gone off for Ceballos, but there it is, a goal just before the break for Spurs. 2-0 up. Hyman Son with a wonderful goal, and Harry Kane with an emphatic finish to give Spurs a 2-0 lead at the break. And I think Marcelo is showing his raw feeling on the inside right now. David, you're checking Arsenal on TV, was it?
Oh
no, sorry lad, I got a bit excited and end up knocking the phone. Oh man, Aurier, that last goal all came from Aurier's challenge. I want to big up Aurier. If he didn't time that right, he would have given away a penny. He won the ball, we got it up there. We ended up 4 on 2, a nice counter attack, exactly what we were talking about. And Kane smashed it home. Come on.
Counter attacking perfection. If it wants to show up there, it is counter-attacking perfection, absolutely outstanding. And look, that second goal comes from Arsenal's most dangerous period of the game. That's the first time where they actually got in behind us and they looked to have outnumbered us in the box. Bellerin was played in behind. He tried to square it. It's behind Aubameyang, but Aurier so quick on the turn. And as for the defending from Arsenal, I don't know what you can possibly say about that. left 4-2 up on the other side of the pitch. And not just 4. It's like two of them are the most clinical players in the league. And Kane and Son. Kane now, we're 11 games in, 10 and a half games in. He's on 18 goal contributions. This is going well.
I gotta get me. You know what time it is, boys? It's wine and cheese time. I'm gonna get me some wine, baby.
Look, we did say before the game that look, facts don't lie, stats don't lie, and league positions don't lie, and exactly what you're seeing out there. They've offered absolutely nothing. If I was them, to be honest with you, I'd be absolutely raging. They've offered nothing. They're not even competitive in the game. Do you know what I mean? They're absolutely a joke. And I find it so funny if that is true that DT's walked off AFTV. Oh, that is priceless. But look, Harry Kane, even on the build-up to Son's goal, the way he kept the ball away from them two defenders and played them in over the top. Look, the guy's incredible for us. It's again, you see the combination of him dropping deep, setting up players, and also he's there to finish goals. It's absolutely what you want to see. And then the Son and Kane, link up again, like you said. They're now the most clinical partnership in Premier League history. That's when we took off Chelsea. So
it was Son assisting for Kane in that second one as well. So they're up to 9 combinations this season.
Yeah.
As far as it goes in terms of Premier League history, they're up at 31 goal combinations between them. The highest is Didier Drogba and Frank Lampard at 36. They can smash that this season. They really can. 9 in one season. They're up at 31. This could be. Shane saying going to watch Arsenal Fan TV for halftime, lads. We'll report back.
yeah, good man. He can be our little scout for the game.
He can. Let us know if DT is gone. And as well, David, I don't know if you noticed there, but Thomas Partey gone off. He was replaced by Danny Ceballos just before the break. It's a bit more creativity for them, but it's a strange one. The timing of the subs, especially.
What did I tell you before the game? That if he plays, it's suicide mission by Arteta. I called it, man. I'm a genius when it comes to football, right? I am a genius, right? And I told you before the game that if he plays, it's suicide, because if he plays, there's no way he's 100% fit. They're telling us 6 weeks and a week later he's playing. No, there's no way he's 100% fit. That's why Ceballos is out there. And look, he's another player. He didn't want to come to Tottenham, so fuck him too.
He picked them over us. Let's not give him any appreciation. Now, just there's 50 of us watching right here. Thank you very much for those who are tuned in. Make sure to go down and smash that like button. We said we try and hit 100 before the end of the live stream. We're on 63. So make sure to smash like. And as well, if you are new to the channel, we've got a little message for you here. We're 2-0 up in the North London derby at halftime. Son and Harry Kane on the score sheet.
Sorry, say that again, Matty. That sounds so good. Go again.
We're 2-0 up at halftime in the North London derby. It's Harry Kane and Heung-min Son on the score sheet, both assisting each other for their goals as well. A fantastic strike from Son after 12 minutes. And then Harry Kane with an emphatic finish just before the break to make it 2-0. Absolutely fantastic timing for that second goal. And we said it, David, if they went in at 1-0 at the break, they were going to come out in the second half fighting. They were going to be confident they could turn things around. 2-0 is a very, very different story.
And right before half-time as well, it's the ultimate blow. Every professional says it. Don't concede before half-time. It's the ultimate blow. Look, Arteta's team talk is changed dramatically now. He could have said, look, it's only 1 goal in it, lads. We can turn them. They've bottled it in the future, but there's no bottle in this one today. That was the nail in the coffin right before halftime. They're going in there deflated. Arteta's a big job to pick them up now. For me, Mourinho's team talk is more the same. Keep it tight. And look, let's pull them apart like we did United and send out a clear message here, which is exactly what we all said before the game. People questioned us, saying, oh, you can't be too confident going into the game. You can't be cocky. Yeah, but doubt me now, because everything I predict comes true.
Oh, I love it. And yeah, no, it's gone exactly what we said. And we're just looking back here at the first goal for Heung-min Son. And it's just a counter-attack. And you can see they're overloading those midfield areas where Harry Kane is trying to get on the ball. But Kane manages to turn, gets the ball out to Son. As we said as well when it was happening live, Reguilon with the overlap. He pulled
That's shocking. That's shocking. That's shocking defending. The centre-back and the full-back were left on their arse.
I love it, Marcelo. Marcelo's really enjoying this. But yeah, you can see
Arteta. I'm just going to go for 3 drinks there, lad.
Yeah, no, take
10-year-old wine.
Oh.
Always save this for the special celebration when we beat the Reds. And now we're just we're living life, you know. Wine and cheese, baby. Wine and cheese.
Oh, nothing better.
Big up to you, Matt.
Hello, Marcelo. Thanks a million for joining us today. It's definitely a richer experience for you.
So marching in.
David Harris singing, having his say there while he's gone. Yeah, it's a perfect first half. We couldn't expect anything different. Just looking back here, second goal. Look, outstanding from Aurier to get that touch in there. Aubameyang slips. He plays that ball into Lo Celso, and it's 4-on-2. I mean, I don't know what Arsenal are doing there, trying to leave us back with that. Oh, do you know what happens there? Oh, I don't know if you saw that, but just in the bottom of the screen, as Spurs were running in, Thomas Partey pulled up with an injury.
Maybe that's why they did the.
So he was going off the pitch there as Arsenal were attacking, and as we broke, Arteta pushes him back on to try and get him back into it, but he pulls up and he gives up. He couldn't make it back in there. It looks like potentially a bad injury.
Yeah. Well, also I mean, it's not just Partey; it's their whole defense. You know, their whole midfield wasn't there, and that's what I was talking about. You know what I mean? With Jose and his philosophy and about the art of defending, and that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, defending is an art, and it's an art that's not appreciated enough. Hold on, let me close my door here. It's an art that's not appreciated enough because, you know what I mean, just the dedication that it takes for all those men to get back, get organized off a counter. It's very hard to do. There's not many squads that can do it. And so when you look at this Tottenham squad and how they're, you know, just absolutely, you know, just able to get back to the ball, get back everybody back there. Look at Aurier getting back there, you know, making sure he's covering Aubameyang. That's fantastic, man. You know what I mean? That shows, that's what you want from a squad. I mean, forget trophies. Forget about whether we win trophies at the end of the season or not. You know what I mean? I mean, I think we will, obviously. But it's just like the first thing I always want is to see the players bleed for the badge. You know what I mean? Just go in there and just sweat the badge out. And you know what I mean? You see every single one of those 11 players sweating for the badge.
Yeah, Mourinho hasn't buying into exactly what he wants them to do. Every single player is brought into that. And if they're not brought into it, they're not on the pitch. I'm going to say again, we're doing this without Ndombele. We're doing it without our most influential midfielder so far this season. When you were gone, Marcelo, Shane said he was going to pop over to AFTV, have a little look how they're getting on there. And he said they're having one hell of a meltdown. I think we saw Steve in a second ago. DT was kicking his chair when we scored, then ripped his mic off. So Shane was getting the insight here from AFTV. DT kicked his chair, ripped the mic off. Shane said they're having one hell of a meltdown.
It's all
Man, I said on my preview show, get your partner out there, get them a bottle of wine, tell them you have a comedy plan, and turn on AFTV. It's going to be the best show in town tonight.
I'm way ahead of you, brother.
Of course, after the party we're going to have on We Are Tottenham TV fan show after this.
The only pardon is in North London. And North London is white. The men they're not from North London. I'm telling you. The only party is here in Spurs at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, bro.
Exactly.
They paid 40 million for a party and they can't even celebrate. Imagine that.
When we were on there, David, we actually saw as Arsenal were attacking, Partey was off the side of the pitch complaining about an injury. And Tottenham started to break, and Arteta pushed him back onto the pitch, and he was trying to chase down the attack, but he pulled up. It looks like a hamstring injury. So
Comedy prophet. I told you he wasn't fit.
You did. Now I was going to pop for 2 seconds, but I'll be back there for the start of the second half.
Yeah, no bother. Marcelo, could you have asked for any more of a perfect first half? Like, it's exactly what we asked for: the quick start, the early goal, and then we can put our stamp on the game from there. It's exactly what we asked for. It's perfect. Have you anything to add on this first half performance?
You know, honestly, I think both of our predictions and how we thought the game was going to go so far has been absolutely spot on. We will get every man in the ball. We will work as a unit, and we will exploit them because they're not a unit. They're people that rely on individual talent, and then their individual players are not showing up, and you can see that. We are a unit, and we're counterattacking. We're absolutely splitting them open on the counter, and we're dominating. Even without the ball, we are dominating. Arsenal did not have a single shot on target that whole first period, and they had the possession. So what does that tell you? You know what I mean? And you know what I mean? Honestly, David, I'm going to be honest with you. I think the only prediction I got wrong was the only way Arsenal wins is if, you know, they play our under 23s. You know what I mean? I'm not so sure about that no more. You know what I mean? I think, you know, Clark and some of those boys can really give them a run for their money, you know, Circuit and all them ones, bro. So,
well, look, people out there said we were cocky, we were too confident. Doubt us now. That's what I say. We're the prophets. We told you this was coming. Marcelo even told you that they're not a unit. They rely on individual bits of brilliance. We've completely eliminated that today. They're not going to get to do it today purely because of how compact and how tight we are. Look, we've defended absolutely perfectly. Toby and Dyer cleared everything gone in there. Serge Aurier as well. He's kept Saka very quiet. Even he's tackled for the second goal. Look, if he mistimed that,
Aubameyang, he kept Aubameyang quiet as well.
Yeah, sorry, Aubameyang, sorry. And look, if he mistimed that tackle on the build up to our second goal, it would have been a penalty. We turned the ball over, we went and scored. He's been absolutely immense. Reguilon for Son's first goal. I firmly believe if he didn't burst his bollocks to make that run and get on outside him, that Son wouldn't have had the opportunity to be able to cut in and take two Arsenal defenders out and put one straight into the corner of the net. So look, it's all built from this defensive display today, in my opinion. Højbjerg has been absolutely everywhere. He's getting stuck in. He's even bleeding for the cause. Sissoko's another one. He seems to be in the right place at the right time. And this is a guy that many people say, we don't know what he adds to the team. But me, Matty and Marcelo have been telling you. And it's exactly what you're seeing today. Now, Lo Celso, the big controversial one because Dembele was out. In my opinion, it's worked. It's been absolutely perfect. Again, he's got in and amongst them. He's had a couple of breakaways. He's doing perfect.
He seems to have a little bit more pace than Baller. You know what I mean? On the counter. You see, like, Lo Celso's very fast. And I've always said this, look, listen, I know this is going to sound crazy, but if you want to see a Lo Celso and Baller, game, I feel like, Sissoko has to play when he's fit, But I don't know. Like, I always thought, maybe put Lo Celso on the right. I don't know if that could work. If that could be a thing that we could do, but I don't want to.
That, didn't he?
Did he? I don't know.
I think so. It was either Pochettino or when Mourinho first came in. I remember seeing him on a couple of games. Whether he came on, we started. I can't remember, but I do remember him giving a chance on the right. And I don't think it worked out. No,
because he does seem to have the pace to be a winger. He does seem to have the pace, but yeah, maybe it wouldn't work, but. Well, thank you for telling me that.
It's just a comment that your man put in there. I think it was Michael Smith, was it? Just saying that Arsenal have to come and attack us. Just saying that Arsenal have to come and attack us. This could be our game. He's 100% right. Look, their fans are going to absolutely lynch them if they don't show any bottle or fight in this second half. So they have to come out fighting. So for me, this could be the game where we just exploit them, rip them open. This could be a long, long, horrible 45 minutes for them. We can put them to the bed, put them to the sword, let them know who the small club in North London is. Do you know what I mean? We were the last ones involved in the title race, the last one in the Champions League final, and they tell us about small club and mentality. Well, they're getting the full force of it today. And this is a game that now that they have to come and attack us, we can fully exploit them and literally rip these apart now in the second half.
Yeah.
We've Shane here saying next goal, if there is one, is going to be huge. Definitely, I was only thinking that when I was gone. If Arsenal get the second goal, the momentum could shift to them. But again, as Michael was saying about them attacking, that could definitely suit our game. Michael Barrett saying AFTV really shouldn't have a meltdown. They should have known this was going to happen. Great start. We got to finish.
But I mean, absolutely. Like, okay, look, you see me really gassed up, after wins, especially against City. I was probably more gassed up against Burnley when we beat Burnley than this. I'm not kidding, bro. I just knew if our boys show up, we've been playing the way we've been playing, even if we played against Chelsea, there's no way Arsenal could beat us if we show up like we've been playing. They've been dreadful. They're an awful side. So I'm just confident.
I said after Matty, remember when we done the review of the Europa League game? I did say that maybe the 4-1 win and us strong on Thursday night could actually play into our hands perfectly, and it has, because they got so pumped after beating Rapid the end. You know what I mean? And now look at them; it's perfect. I love it.
all set up for us, wasn't it? But look, still 45 minutes to go. That does have to be said.
Second half on the way now.
Anything can happen in this 45 minutes, but the second half has kicked off. Tottenham leading by 2 goals. Son and Harry Kane, both assisting each other as well, making them the most clinical duo in a Premier League season ever, and putting them away as the second most clinical Premier League history, with 31 goal combinations. Drogba and Lampard first in that one on 36. So only 5 more for them to become the most clinical in Premier League history. And we were talking about it before the game. Tottenham's biggest win in a North London derby in the Premier League was 5-0. Could we get that?
Look, there's no reason why we can't do it right now. They're a shambles, and like we said, they have to come out and come at us. Like, they're going to be lynched if they don't. So why not? Why not?
Yeah, they have to to really put a lot of pressure. They're going to have to commit the back line a lot more than they're used to. And that's going to work in our favor because we have a defense. They don't.
Yeah.
And I just feel like, I said 3-0, but it definitely could be like, 5-0. I'm still going to stick with my 3-0 prediction, though. I feel like, I don't feel like, listen, you see these Arsenal players, they don't really care about Arsenal. You know what I mean?
No,
You look at Party. You look at Party, he was looking for other clubs. You know what I mean? He just went to there because it was the only club that wanted him. You look at Aubameyang, you're looking on Twitter when he liked the picture, like that. I think it was a post about him going to like another club or like he's too big for Arsenal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see a lot of these things from these players. It's like they don't care about Arsenal. They don't care about being there. You know what I mean? And you see Tottenham, these players really do care. Now, great save from Lloris.
Well done, Hugo.
Touching that on the way in. Just a free kick there for Arsenal on the right hand side, whiffed in with the left foot. And it took a little nick on the way through, and Reece got down smartly and managed to hold on to it.
Yeah, good job, Lloris. That's the only chance from Arsenal so far.
But back to your point, Marcelo. Look, I 100% agree with you. They don't play for the badge. Like you see our team, and any Mourinho team really, they do really seem to play for the badge. It's something that he seems to implement. These Arsenal players are there for a wage. Everyone knows it. It's what everyone talks about Arsenal. They don't talk about their football. Like everyone used to talk about the football. No one talks about the football anymore. They talk about the way. Look, their biggest win this season was keeping Gunnosaurus, the mascot. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what? And even their fans at the ground on Thursday were thinking about Gunnosaurus. That's what they were thinking about. I think they agree with you, David.
Do you know what I mean? Like I said on the build up to this game that like this is like for me preparing to play against the likes of West Brom, Brighton. The only reason why I'm so pumped for it is because I hate them, and it's exactly what this is turning out to be. Do you know what I mean? Like the biggest news out of the summer, like everyone else is talking about transfers and football, and all that's printed over the paper is Gunnosaurus Mesut Ozil.
Oh, the joke of a club there.
Yeah, I mean, you have to have one of their players pay for their mascot. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? And it's just also like they just, oh my God, come on boys, clear that header. Yeah, they woke up. They definitely woken up. We gotta also match that same intensity. Come on, boys.
Just Tierney here getting the ball on the left hand side. Really
you gotta close Tierney down there.
Aubameyang with the header on the penalty spot goes over the bar. He got in between Dyer and Reguilon there, and it was a good chance. If he got over that, I think that could be a goal. But
he had dollar signs in his eyes, lad. He couldn't see the ball.
But like, come on, boys, you gotta wake up. You know what I mean? This game is not over. There's still, I know we're celebrating, but you know what I mean? It's still 45 minutes. These guys have to. Arsenal's definitely looking like they're waking up.
Yeah, they're moving the ball a bit faster now. Danny Ceballos trying to get involved here. But I suppose, look, Ceballos coming on for Party. They're different players, and it could leave Arsenal even more exposed to the back.
Yeah.
Though he's sitting a bit deeper in possession, so maybe he could be there on the transition. We'll have to wait and see.
Look, we're just going to sit back and wait to take the ball off them and then wait for the counter, and we're just going to hit them again.
I do agree with that, but they did have two chances there where you can say for sure there were like legitimate chances.
Oh yeah,
and we gotta cut that out. You know what I mean? We gotta go back to the first half performance where everybody's on top of every cross, on top of every player. Don't just let them.
It happened last week. At the start of the second half, they started bringing Hakim Ziyech narrow, which is creating all the shots here. Bellerin squares. Aurier clear is good defending.
Well done, Aurier. Man, the turnaround this guy has done.
It's absolutely fantastic.
His positioning is second done. Here's the counter attack. Lascelles coming
counter attack. Come on, boys.
Come on, Gio.
On the left outside holding.
Bergwijn.
Zoko.
Zoko chipped in towards Bergwijn.
It's a good
pass there for Leno. The Spurs calling for a back pass there.
That's exactly what I said.
That is a back pass. It is a pass back.
Mourinho's laughing at them.
Yeah, that is a pass back. No?
If it's off the leg, no. I think it has to be the foot is the only way it's a pass back.
Okay.
I think that one is fine. But yeah, with Chelsea last week, at the start of the second half, they started finding space. They were dragging Hakim Ziyech in narrow, which is creating the space down the right-hand side for Reece James, and Bergwijn wasn't good at tracking it back. But the thing is, Mourinho will have that sorted out in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He's a tactical genius.
Sorry, go ahead, Marcelo.
No, I wasn't going to say anything. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Sorry, here's a question for you, like substitution-wise. Like, obviously, we know Bergwijn will end up coming off. Now, would you bring on Bale and go for it, or would you bring on Lucas just purely to have him working up and down that right-hand side?
God.
It may be contradicting what I said earlier in the game because I'd love to see Bale come on, but I think if we had to choose one of them, Lucas, just for first of all,
Close off the game.
Counter attack, but also
Yeah.
he'll get stuck in, he'll fly into challenges, he'll be good tracking back.
Yeah.
He's also, for such a small man, he's good in the air. So I think if I had to choose one of them, I think I'd be happy to see Lucas come on.
And Marcelo, I know you'll be confident in him nicking a goal.
I think Lucas could he could definitely come on and do something in this game.
Yeah.
No,
Great.
nothing.
Okay.
Free for Spurs there in the box.
Yeah. Oh, I thought he was going to give a penalty for a second. I would have been surprised. This referee is absolutely abysmal. I was literally like, "There's no way that's a pen."
Martin here joining along the stream. A United fan, another good friend of mine, saying Son's goal was a peach. Absolutely fantastic strike.
Oh, that was fantastic. And the second goal, what a build-up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, clinical counter-attacking. Absolutely clinical. No team can deal with us on the break. No team.
Yeah, and this is what we do. You know, people say, "Oh, you know, we're getting lucky," but it's like, how are we getting lucky? You know what I mean? We're breaking these teams down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's nothing lucky about your tactics working consistently.
Yeah, I mean, exactly.
And guess what? Since West Ham, we've yet to concede a goal. So, actually, no, we conceded one against Brighton, but that was a disgrace. I don't even count that as a goal.
What's that? One goal in 6 games?
Yeah, I think I've seen a stat. We've 5 clean sheets so far out of 10, and we've only conceded 6 goals.
I think that's more than 2 seasons combined.
Probably is.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that, Maddie. I know you're the stats guy, but I'm pretty sure that's already more than 2 seasons combined, our last 2 seasons.
I don't know exactly the numbers, but we didn't get many clean sheets last season.
Yeah, no, I think we only kept 2.
They're starting to battle their way back into this game, Arsenal.
Yeah.
But look, even Arsenal have all the possession, and when they're attacking, they don't look as dangerous as we do.
No.
Because we know when we get a chance, we're going to take it. Whereas for them, they've had 1 or 2 in this half, and they haven't taken it. But
they look more like Aldershot Town than Arsenal.
I would say the only real chance was the one with the Aubameyang. I felt like he should have done better with that chance.
Yeah.
But I felt like the Lacazette one was straight at Lloris. Lloris has that any day, any day.
That's one of those where it just needs a little nick on the way through, and it can be deflected in behind Lloris.
What is this ref doing, man? Oh my! He played the advantage, and then oh my God!
Saka again. This guy just loves rolling around.
That's soft. That's soft, man. That's
smart as well. Smart.
Yeah, so Soko
just keep slowing down
the game. Yeah, slowing down the game. Let them, giving one to Saka.
Yeah, keep letting them having to put the ball in the box because they don't want to do it. You can clearly see they're even just trying to pass it off here now from the free kicks. And they have absolutely nothing.
No.
Break again. Come on.
Counter-attack is on.
Yeah.
Defending there.
Unlucky.
Yeah, Ceballos looking to be that midfield enforcer there, stepping right into the role of Thomas Partey. There's a point to prove if a half-fit Partey was picked ahead of him. He definitely want to prove Arteta wrong in this one, but
that's good. That's good tracking back and defending now by Lascelles.
Yeah,
very good. Well, they're blocking that cross in by Saka.
I want to see that video of DT ripping out his mic and leaving though.
It's on. I saw it there a second ago, but I can't show it here just in case they might have some tool to copyright claim it.
Oh no,
I can't wait.
Beautiful from Hugo. Beautiful from Hugo. Yeah, Højbjerg just send it out. Perfect. Get back, organize. Perfect.
Lads, are you free tomorrow at any stage actually?
Yeah, tomorrow, yeah. We definitely, if you want to get something going, David.
I'm just checking there to see if I'm working. I'm not entirely sure.
Nothing. Come on. Oh, come on, man. Get up. The Derby ref. Gotta give, gotta be a little bit more lenient.
I'm working 5 to 10 tomorrow, David. So I can come on early if you're doing something then.
Yeah, so Marcelo, you're 5 hours behind. So what time would 2 o'clock be in your time?
2 o'clock for you? I mean, no, if it's early in the morning, it's perfect for me because I get up early anyways.
Yeah, but what time would it be?
So if it's 2 o'clock,
You
I
5
think,
hours.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think that's around. Is that 7 o'clock
It's 9 a.m.
or 9 a.m.? 9
Yeah.
a.m.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at math. So
Yeah,
yeah,
Matt,
yeah, yeah.
Football, we don't want to be doing maths.
No,
Matt,
I
you're
don't
okay
do
for
math.
2 o'clock.
Yeah, that's all good. Suits me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
9
Grant,
a.m. I'm good with that.
we'll go for about an hour. Basically just reviewing today's game. And I also have Brian Daigle. You would have seen him on We Are Tottenham TV. He's a member of
Yeah,
the
good guy.
Toronto Supporters Club. He's coming on as well. So if you're up for it, you're more than welcome.
Are you going to
lads.
give a card, ref? Ellie, you going to give a card? No? Today?
No.
Tomorrow? Christmas? Oh, my God.
You give me
Man,
credit.
how is he not giving these the yellow cards yet? He gave
Yeah.
himself one in the first half. What is going on?
This is pathetic, man.
He's just feeling sorry for them at this stage.
Possession in the second half. But again, not a worry for us at all.
No?
You're
Other
getting
than that
sacked in
Aubameyang
the
chance.
morning.
That was it. No, keep him forever. Give him another 5-year contract.
Yeah. Trust the process,
Yeah,
yeah.
trust the process, yeah.
Trust the process. Arteta ball is a hoax.
That's my new favourite saying, trust the process. I love it.
But hold on, I want to do my food first. But as I was saying,
Sorry, go ahead.
No. As I was saying, man, I really do believe Crystal Palace is going to be a tougher team than these guys, and I believe Lask was a tougher team.
They had a good win today, Palace.
Yeah.
When turning in the box, good challenge by Gabriel.
Yeah.
They won 5-1 or 5-0 or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. If it was to me, would you substitute Lucas now, just to bring a little bit more pace?
Yeah, for me, Bergwijn, like looking at the game, to be honest with you, I don't think he's actually offered us too much today. In all fairness, like I really don't want to be slating the players because we're 2-0 up in the North London derby. But if I was a super player, it would be him. Yeah,
it would be Bergwijn. Yeah, I think like around the 60 mark. Yeah, 60 mark time. I think that's a perfect time to sub in Lucas because he just the legs are tired and he's just so fast.
Yeah, so, what do you think, Mario?
Yeah, no, I think Arsenal are kind of wrestling control of the game here, so getting Lucas in, kind of biting at the ankles, could be a good way for us to kind of wrestle back a bit of.
Yeah,
I wouldn't call it control because they're going to still be the lads with the ball, but a bit of security, I suppose.
Also, we're going to be faster in the counter. You have to say.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a poor ball.
Oh, that's a poor ball. Yeah, that's all right.
Sissoko winning the header there in the middle of the park. Tierney clears Højbjerg up for that one.
Well done, Højbjerg.
Two is there. Who's getting well done? I don't know, Dyer.
Yeah, Dyer's been fantastic this game. The whole defense has been fantastic so far this game. Everybody's been on everybody.
Anyway, let's make some noise because we are 2-0 up against the scum.
Yeah. And honestly, I'll say this. If you're telling me in 60 minutes in, and Arsenal will really have one shot on target, I'll take that. And their one shot on target was straight at Hugo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'll take that any day.
Right down to the plan that Jose Mourinho would have had. He would have had before the game. And look, all these things, Mourinho becoming the first Tottenham manager to win 2 consecutive derbies since 1956. All of these are coming through, lads.
Well, look, Bale's warming up.
Trio there.
The thing is, you could put Bale in just simply for the fact that he loves these type of games. And you can see, oh, come on, ref. That's not a foul, ref. What are you smoking?
They really are doing their best to try and get them back in the game. And that's how bad they are. They even need a 12th man that officiates the game to give them everything to try and get back into it.
This ref has been woeful.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Rodon coming on for Toby at some stage, just back from injury.
That's true.
Yeah.
Rodon did well showing up against City, and he had a decent performance against Chelsea as well.
Is your friend still watching, Matty? The scout?
No. I think he said he'd take a break. He'd be back around the 60th minute, which you just hit now. And I saw Jack in the back post.
Beautiful by Sissoko. Look at that. This is exactly what you and I, David, talk about. Look at that. He's always everywhere. He's everywhere. Midfield, defense, fullbacks. He's just everywhere, man. Oh my goodness. He is the hardest working player I've seen so far, like in the squad. You know what I mean? I know Højbjerg, obviously. Højbjerg is just a different touch of class. You know what I mean? He's just good at everything. But like in terms of work rate, I think Sissoko is so far beyond anybody in the squad. It's insane, his work rate. And he doesn't get tired. He plays like that 90 minutes. You know, he's an absolute workhorse.
DT is back.
Oh, DT is back.
Ask him what Ty's excuses are, because I bet he's blaming the ref and everything else but the players.
You cannot blame the ref this game, man. This
He'll find a way.
Oh, he definitely will. Maybe the grass was too long or something like that. Something.
Good job, William. Thank you.
12 yards over the bar from about 12 yards out.
Yeah, wow. we need to take off Bergwijn. You can see they're coming down our right hand side the whole time.
Yeah, Bergwijn is also he's getting a little bit tired. Bergwijn is. Yeah. You can see it. I think we need
another thing. Why do you think he keeps tiring, lads?
Why what?
Why do you think Bergwijn keeps tiring? Like, you see it time and time again. Why do you think
he's showing pace right there, David? I just think, one, he's also a young lad. He's a young lad. He's coming into a very tough league at a young age. And he's used to a league where it's very open, where it's very easy to run through players.
Yeah.
And listen, fitness in the Premier League takes a long time. It takes a long time. This is one of the toughest league in the world for a reason. You know what I mean? So I think right now he's been showing some great energy, but keeping up that energy for 90 minutes, it is really hard.
Yeah.
They're looking very dangerous in this half with their balls into the box, but
well done.
No, absolutely fantastic.
I think Jamie read that there 2 seconds ago. He was saying there's nothing that these Tottenham players on the pitch care about other than winning the game. He's talking about, so he's a creative player who loves to get on the ball, but all he cares about in this game is keeping Arsenal out. He's saying everyone is buying into this Mourinho philosophy. All they want to do in the game. They do not care about anything else.
Look at Mourinho, man. I absolutely love him, bro. He looks like an absolute genius here, man.
Yeah.
I never thought of Mourinho as what I do right now. Even when he came into the job, I knew I'd warmed him eventually. But all of the things that all the clips from him in the past the things that made me dislike him are now the things that make me love him that bit more.
It did take me a long time to get into the Mourinho train, I would say. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. Once he came in, he had my full backing. You know what I mean? Like any manager would. Yeah. But in terms of actually loving him as a person, it took me some time. You know what I mean? It took me around I would say actually by the North London derby where I really started, loving his mentality and what he's doing at the club.
For me though, he's one of them managers though, lads, that when he's not manager of your club, you despise him. You hate everything about him. But when he's manager of your club, you absolutely love him and you fully support him and back him. For me, I was so hyped up when he came in because purely what happened at United was purely down to the failings of the club, not him. He got a very poor United team to second. I even said it that year when they finished second. Even when they were in the Europa League, I says, count your chickens because you know what I mean? This guy's working wonders with your club. And they were, no, our players are class. They're not. And look, he comes in and I'm sick of Spurs getting in these managers. They might have the odd trophy in a cabinet, but they're not proven winners. Mourinho will do anything to win. Even if it meant you had to put on a type of socks that is going to make you run faster, he'd make you wear them. Do you know what I mean? He does anything for a win.
Yeah. We've Shane here asking where's the enjoyment in watching this kind of football. For me, the one thing that I enjoy watching the game is football. Watching the game itself is at any minute we can score.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the second goal we scored is from Arsenal's most dangerous play of the game when they almost got Lacazette in on goal, and 15 seconds later we were 2-0 up. So I can understand from an opposition fan point of view because I know I was the same watching United under Mourinho. It just looks like it's boring football, and I don't know how you could buy into it. But at any given moment we could pounce and we could get a goal. But also, it's beating Arsenal. That's the main one.
Yeah.
It's seen those.
And also, let me ask you this, David and Matt. Are you bored? Because I certainly am not. I'm watching a team that's winning. I'm watching a team that's a unit. I'm watching a team that's fighting for the badge. I'm watching a team that's fighting for every ball. You know what I mean? Even when they make a mistake, look at that. Look at Aurier. That's Aurier. Yeah. You just watch a team you look at that, just trying to break in a counter, just try to be, just working the socks off. It's unbelievable. I love it.
Yeah, for me, look, I'm having the time of my life. Every time you see Spurs walking out onto the pitch, I have the time of my life. Do you know what I mean? And look, even you can't be bored because even with Mourinho, he opens your mind to so many aspects of the game, and you can see it happening. You can't be bored.
Ref! Oh my God, dude! This ref is a joke.
Freezing, but I'm not bored.
Where's the foul? Show me. He gets the ball right. Oh my god.
Lacazette ran into him.
Yeah, he runs into him. And Sissoko gets the ball first. And he's standing right there.
VAR checked it, apparently. VAR checked it for a potential red card.
No way.
What?
Yeah, it was a quick look, but they checked it.
They really are trying to help them out here today.
Yeah, they're really trying to give them everything, every opportunity. They're like, listen, look, we can't have another top six. We can't have a top six club getting relegated, so we got to give Arsenal help here.
Too much money in it for them.
Yeah.
Get up. Go on, get up again.
It's a goal.
Yeah. Well done. I'm crying. Yeah. Suck it up.
Where's your Lamborghini, bro? Get your Lamborghini, get out of here, bro. You're done at this club. I'm telling you.
He may as well get on the next plane and drain his #1 supporter troops in America because he's finished out here.
Yep. Dude, Expression said it perfectly. The last time these men celebrated a goal with Aubameyang was when he was playing for Gambon. You know what I mean, bro?
Yeah.
Like, he's absolutely finished.
Back in behind.
Oh, no. Good ball.
Lacazette. Oh, if Lacazette got on that again, that's a
goal. Toby and Dyer again. You're just getting their head to everything. No. Yes, well done, you go.
Wow.
I thought he pushed that into the corner. Arsenal looked his crosses into the box, and Arteta said it during the week. He said if his team can get more balls in the area, they'll be dangerous, and that's proven true right now. That's a really good header.
What minute are we on? I don't have my glasses.
67 and a half played.
67, yeah. They're definitely opening up to the game. You know what I mean? We gotta be a little bit more. We got to be a little bit more solid.
I'm confident now we will see this out, honestly. See them trying to crowd Hugo there. Way over here. Oh, these are a joke. They implement something in training, right? They all queue up at the back post, like they're trying to, like they're waiting to get on the train, right? And your man overhits the ball. They're an absolute joke.
And you know what? They've done that so many times, and it never seems to work out. Every time they try to crowd the goalkeeper because there's nobody at the ball to head it. It's absolute nonsense. I don't know what Arteta is doing there, but
what are they doing in training? Like, do you know what I mean? What are they actually doing in training that they can't even implement it into a match? Like, what is going on here? I actually feel bad for them. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, David, right? You can only train with the sparring partners that they're given to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially like in boxing, wrestling, we always say that. You know what I mean? The better the training partner is, the better you're gonna be. And you know what I mean? These guys.
No, Ben
Davies, what I mean? Like they're playing with crap. With more crap, you know what I mean? So it's like maybe the stuff in training works, but not with the top opposition. Maybe that's why they look so good against Rapid Vienna. You know what I mean, bro?
I 100% get you, lads. Ben Davies is getting stripped and ready. We're going defensive. Man. We're going to short up.
I think we've been defensive already, David, but
even more defensive.
I wonder will it be Regulon to come off, or will he take off a midfielder or an attacker and put him in as a third centre back?
Well,
I seen him take off Son and put Davies, but if he does that, I think that'll be very interesting.
I reckon he could take off Bergwijn and put Davies and then just play two of Pop, Kane and Son.
I think we should have taken off Bergwijn by now. I think, like you said, they're really exploiting sometimes that right side.
Good position.
But Aurier, good job by Aurier. Oh, good job by Bergwijn.
Ref!
That's gotta be a yellow. That's gotta be a yellow. That's like surely yellow. He didn't even get for the ball. Oh, this ref. This ref, man. What are you doing? Oh, man. You know what? This guy is smoking more trees than what Bellerin is planting, bro. That's what I'm telling you. This ref is smoking more trees than Bellerin is planting them. This is a joke, man. Arsenal has not had a yellow card.
Hugh Wizzy. That's one I advise all of you tune into. Hugh Wizzy. He does a live stream every night. Me and Martin always pop in there. He's an Arsenal fan. Like, he's gonna be furious, and he won't hide it. He won't hold back.
You see, but the thing is, I know who Hugh Wizzy is. I do follow him. And you know what? He is, on some cases, a little bit delusional, but I would say he's definitely one of the realer Arsenal fans.
Yeah,
and he was talking about, when the whole arson, the whole arson out brigade, he said, listen, man, you got to look at the player that this guy has. And, like the things he's doing with the players that he has, getting top 4 every season out. That's not easy with the players that he has. And then you look at it.
It's Lo Celso coming off.
Wow, Lo Celso. Oh, get off
Great
him.
introduction
Hey,
there.
whoa.
It's a strange one. Is Lacelso coming off here?
Yeah, he's been looking very good. Been looking very lively.
Rob Holden looking like Eric Dyer there. He must be taking inspiration from the man.
Could it be Eric Dyer sitting into midfield? Ben Davis back in as a centre back.
I don't want that. No, I don't want that.
No, I don't want that. No. Keep
I don't know
Davis.
what we're going to do in midfield there for taking off a
That's
centre.
interesting.
I suppose he was kind of playing pretty advanced with Harry Kane at times.
It could be you know what? We could do 2 at the front.
Yeah,
with Son and Kane, and then Bergwijn in the middle.
Or even potentially Kane sitting in the middle with Bergwijn and Son.
Yeah.
Dave's having a word with Son. He's talking to Reguilon as well.
Yeah, so he's slotting in beside Reguilon, looking by the hand gestures.
Oh, so maybe Reguilon is going to move up in the midfield. That could work. Reguilon can play in the midfield. He has the quality.
Man, this guy's sack is just getting better around out here. He's down again.
Yeah, he's getting. No, he's not. Welcome to the North London, buddy. Welcome
he's
to
getting
the North
absolutely
London
bounced off. I love to see it. This is what I wanted. This is why I love the derby game. Bouncing off them.
Look at Højbjerg. Look at that, man. Just speaking, getting a connection, talking with them. Look at that.
I love that, Martin. I think Holden needs to firm the ball less and shave his head.
And then you look at Arsenal. What is Arsenal doing? They're just walking around. No communication, nothing. You don't see them talking to each other.
Yeah.
Where's the leader? Where's the leader out there? Geeing these up. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like anytime the cameras go, you see Kane or Højbjerg or someone turning around, clapping their hands. Come on, they have nothing out there.
Yeah. Aurier has been looking like a leader today.
Yeah, he's had a great game today.
Had a great game. He's been fantastic.
I don't know what games Mikel Arteta must have been watching, but they must have been the one from last year because everything's coming down on the right side. And obviously he hasn't pinpointed that Aurier has stepped up his game. And we're just dealing with everything coming down there at this moment in time.
Yeah. And these men were seriously saying, Tierney over Reguilon, man.
No.
Can you believe that? It's an absolute joke with these men.
Oh. I can't wait to go wild and park.
Oh, come on. Oh, did you see that pace? Was that Højbjerg? I couldn't see that. Was that Højbjerg?
It was.
Wow. What that man's dude. What? I didn't even know he had that pace in him.
Go down, waste time. Ref, yeah.
Hey, ref, that's gotta be a yellow. That's gotta be a yellow.
I think it was the ball that hit him in the face.
Oh,
I think it has to be said, Arsenal have been the better team in this half. We haven't been able to do what we wanted to do. We haven't been able to get on the counter attack, but look, we've kept them out, and that's kind of all we can really ask for at this stage. But
you know what, Matty?
Arsenal have nullified our threat, but do we care?
It's all irrelevant because we got the 2 goals in the first half like we asked for.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So
and Arsenal,
we can do this all day long if we want. We're ahead. We're 2 goals ahead. We can do this all day.
And they've only really created 2 real chances, you could say, since then.
Yeah.
The Aubameyang header and the Lacazette header, which Hugo saved. But that's about it. That we have been much more clinical.
Yeah, for me, that's what's so.
Oh, Tierney tripped again. Hey, get some new shooting.
Yeah, so someone clip that and get that straight up onto
the yellow.
Let's get that trending.
He should be sent off by now, in my opinion. Xhaka should be sent off.
Yeah, he should be gone by now.
He should be gone.
He's gone flying in there.
Jesus,
that's just like 6th.
He knew exactly what he was doing there.
See Lucas on the sideline calling for the foul.
Yeah, I love it.
I'll say this: Xhaka does seem up for it. If there's anybody in this game that's shown heart in Arsenal, it has been Xhaka. And it's funny enough because you see, AFTV is so clueless that Xhaka is often the people they most criticize and most make fun about. But like you look at him, you know what I mean? If there was a player that was fired up and really taking the game the scruff of the neck, it's been Xhaka.
They're going for it. They took off Bellerin and put on Nketiah, so they must be going for it at the back, 4-4-2.
Yeah, this is dangerous for them. I'll say that.
They must be going Lacazette and Nketiah straight through the middle.
Oh, perfect. Good job from Bergwijn. Oh, nice from Bergwijn. Come on.
Oh, come on, man. You're better than that. That's school stuff.
It's silly. It's silly losing it there. You should be passing it.
He's out muscled as well. Like you see him, he's a stocky guy. I'm surprised he gets out muscled as much as he does.
Yeah, and then you look at Lucas, who's like really short and tiny, and he doesn't get out muscle very much. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lucas is actually a really physical player.
That's not
Oh,
a foul.
come on, ref.
This
Fuck's
ref, man.
sake.
This fucking ref, man. It's an
Not a
absolute
second.
joke.
Him and Saka have been rolling around. They must be auditioning for Strictly Come Dancing. Jesus Christ.
Oh my God, David. Oh man. You've cracked me up today, David. I absolutely adore you,
hate
man.
them, lad. I hate them with a passion. They probably had Brontosaurus in the dressing room at half time. They're doing the dance for them.
You know what the process is, David? It's becoming top scorer in Just Dance Revolution.
They probably had Gunnosaurus in there at half time giving the speech.
Oh man, that's quality.
Clown FC, Woolwich FC, Banter FC, the club everyone loves to laugh at. Love it.
Well, the thing is that like they keep talking about what a horrible first touch by Lacazette. But they keep talking about every time you talk to an Arsenal fan and you explain to them, it's like, okay, what's making you into a top club right now? Like right now, we're not talking about overall right now. And they're like, well, we won the Premier League, we won this. I'm like, well, that's in the past. I'm talking about right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they can't help you.
No, you're not playing Champions League football. You're not playing. You're not competing for the league. You're not beating these big teams. You're a joke club, and they can't see that. And you know what? Thank God they can't see that, because the bigger their downfall will be.
Look, Roy Keane got it right last week on Sky Sports. They might just have enough to beat relegation.
He wasn't kidding, bro. We were laughing. No, he wasn't kidding.
No. Lad, I knew he was serious. I've been saying this to Arsenal for years. They're on the decline. Like, look, we used to talk, like I said earlier, we used to talk about their football. Everyone used to aspire to play the Arsenal way.
Yeah.
Now all we talk about is Gunnosaurus and the waste of money and the money to waste in the transfer window.
Look at that from Bergwijn.
Commentators saying we honestly look kind of lethargic. We can't even counter-attack anymore, it seems, with the way our wingers can't hold on to the ball. David, you know what? It comes back to the point you made before the game, which I kind of tried to argue, but you were spot on. We had a very good first half, and we haven't looked as good in the second half. I don't know.
Well, I would say this, Matt. I think we're just trying to hold on the result. You know what I mean? It's a lot less to do with with counterattacking. I think we're just trying to, what Jose is. Jose is a result type manager. You know what I mean? He doesn't care. You know what I mean? I remember what he said when they asked him about the whole Pep thing. It's like, oh yeah, Man City had like 80% possession. You know what I mean? He's like, they can take the ball home. I'll take the 3 points. You know what I mean? Like he's the type of guy that's.
That's my favorite football.
Oh, that's a foul on what? Oh my God, man! This ref.
William with the cross. Lloris gets a hand to it.
He even went to blow because they took it too quick, and because they were in, he let it go.
Yeah, no, I saw that. That was questionable.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, man! Ozil must have paid the referee as well as Gunnosaurus. His bank account must be draining.
Yeah.
Son Sissoko played up the line. Son's gone. Davis sends it. Højbjerg is the man running in behind.
Højbjerg's been looking very lively.
He's everywhere, this kid. I love him, man. I absolutely love him.
Look at that. Look at Reguilon. Look at Reguilon, the Spanish dynamite. That's a ref. That's a yellow. That's a yellow. That has to be a yellow. That has to be a yellow. Thank you.
Yeah, well done.
The one good thing you've done this game. The one good thing you've done this fucking game.
And look, do you know what? If we score off this free kick, all of a sudden it's the perfect second half.
Yeah.
We haven't done anything. If it's the one chance we get and we take it, I don't care.
Well, I don't think it's fair to say we haven't done anything. I think we've been just solid at the back, absolutely defensive, and we're shutting Arsenal down. That's what we're doing, and that's what we have to do. Listen, in my opinion, they have to score, not us. You know what I mean? I'm okay with this.
Yeah, look, I can watch this all day long, watching them trying to break it down. It's never going to happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. One thing I want to say actually is Højbjerg, when we signed him, a lot of players criticised him. Do you know what I mean? Saying, he's not really good enough. But I watched him, and I've watched him when he was at Bayern in his early days. And I said it, he's not just a destroyer. You can play a lot of football, a lot more football that you did. The fans don't think you can.
Oh, Kane.
Oh, missed the sitter, unlucky.
I've gone up anyway, but...
Look, his jersey's not even dirty. It's pure white. He hasn't even had to do anything today. You just had to put the ball in the back net, and that's it.
Offside. Offside.
Mile offside.
Yeah, he was mile offside, yeah. But listen, like, on that, you know what I mean? When people were saying that Højbjerg I mean, I think we are Tottenham TV, and a lot of people were saying it like, and I don't mean to like criticize Ben and Sim. I think they do a fantastic job.
Agreed.
Big up to them. They're one of the best channels. But they were saying, I mean, it's like a dirty signing. It's like a necessary signing, but not a world class signing. I was looking at Højbjerg, what I mean, and I was a big fan of Southampton and how they were playing last season, even though they lost 9-0. But I was
Yeah.
a big fan of Højbjerg and how he dominated the midfield and his mentality. And then I started looking at some stats, and his interception rate is world class. His interception rate is up there with Van Dijk, and his tackling rate is up there with Van Dijk. You know what I mean? These are world class, and he's doing it with a team that's not as good. You know what I mean?
Any football man knows, and that watches football can see what he does to the team.
I think he's even better than anyone.
Yeah. And so when I saw that we were signing him, I was like, oh my God, please get him. And then when I saw it was $3 million, I'm like, this is a deal of the century. And listen, I don't mean to pat myself on the back too much, but you know what I mean. David and I, we've been spot on so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember we were almost signing him last January. From Southampton, we tried to get him in the end of the transfer window. And I forget what I thought about it then, but I have videos up on it. So I'm actually going to go back and look at those and see what I was saying about it. Because I can't remember if I wanted him or not.
Oh, I wanted him. I wanted him in January. I was like, we need this guy. We need a backup striker, and we needed a DM in January. And I was so sad when we didn't get it. And I was like, people were really criticizing me. They're like, oh, no, we got to go for Bergwijn. We got to go for Bergwijn, when there's a chance. And I'm like, listen, man, you're really missing a player here with Højbjerg. And you're really missing out. And
oh, my God.
Yeah.
I just wonder if we had Højbjerg in January, would we be playing Champions League football right now?
Maybe.
Yeah, probably would be.
If we had a backup striker and Højbjerg, we 100% would.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with you. If we had Højbjerg, we would. Look, last year we lacked steel. Too many teams were able to open us up, run at us, and we lacked that aggression and that steel. It's exactly what it brings. And look, we weren't too far off top four either. So at the end of the day, in my opinion, if we did, look, we say the same after every January window. If only we signed someone. If only we signed someone. Now, that brings me on to my question that I actually want to ask the two of you. Would you sign this January? Or if not, do you think we would regret it, looking back on it at the end of the season, saying if only we signed one or two players in January to strengthen the squad for the rest of the
year? Beautiful from Dyer. Absolutely. Bro, Dyer. What a player. I used to get. Oh, my God.
The muscle. Come on.
What David. Player. Yeah, and I'm sorry, David. No, but going to your question, David, I do think we maybe should have one signing. I don't think we need 3 signings, but I think 1 or maybe 2 would.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm not asking for 3 or 4. I'm just asking like if the right player becomes available, and he's quality and he's genuinely going to improve not only the squad but first 11. Would you would you take it and probably who would you take?
Listen, I already said it about Milan Skriniar. I think.
Yeah, I'm the same.
If the price tag is still 60 mil, I don't think we're gonna get him. I think that's too much. Even if we sell Sanchez, I just think it's just too much. Especially for a player. Listen, I do really rate Skriniar, but you also got to remember he has been on the bench. Good job from Højbjerg. But Milan, he has been in the bench, so he's gonna take some time to warm up. So maybe paying that much for a player that's gonna need to warm up maybe is not the best idea. I said Milinkovic could be an option for us as a center back. He's a cheaper option, and he's a very good player, and he won't need to be warmed up. He'll just need to adapt to the league, which could take some games, but that's fine. And
correct me if I'm wrong, was Mourinho not trying to sign him when he was at United?
Who? Yes, Milinkovic. Yes, he wanted.
Mourinho, was he not trying to sign him when he was at United?
Yes, I think he wanted Milinkovic.
Yeah, he's a defender Inter Milan had identified as a replacement for Skriniar if we got him over the summer. But I fully agree. I mean, I wouldn't say we're weak in any position, but we do need to improve somewhere. Yes, Clarice. It will be at the back because right now it's just all about fine-tuning this team because we have the basis of what we need. It's just improving those tiny little things. I think Milan Skriniar could be the perfect addition to add that. And Fabrizio Romano has said in the last week or so that it still remains the same. It's 50 to 60 million is what Inter want, and if we pay it, we'll get him. And Martin here, I assume, is talking about Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, saying there's a reason Bayern had him for a couple of years. And there's some quote from Pep Guardiola talking about Højbjerg as a young player, and he loved him. He absolutely loved Højbjerg. So I mean, if there's people talking out about him, he has to be. He's the real deal.
Yeah.
My next question now, lads. Looking at this today, are we title contenders? Surely. Like, that's City, Chelsea, and Liverpool, or Arsenal, right? No one gave us a chance of winning.
Got a result against all those 3 teams. Got a result against all 3 of them. Come on.
Surely people have to start talking about us as title contenders now. What do you think about this?
I absolutely agree with you. Look at our record against the Big Six in the last 5 years. Then look at our record against the Big Six in the last year. I mean, I haven't looked at it. I don't know what the numbers are, but there's no doubt about it. It's chalk and cheese. You know.
Are you taking in the Carabao Cup? Because if you're taking in the Carabao Cup, we beat United, we beat City, we beat Chelsea in the Carabao Cup. We drew against Chelsea, and we're beating Arsenal.
And even back to last season,
yeah.
Like after the restart, or just before the restart, we beat Man City. Just after it, we beat Arsenal. We got a draw against United at the stadium in a game that we probably should have won. You know, these are the games that we're winning now.
Yeah. And these are the games that everyone used to say, the only argument they have is, wait until you play all these top teams, you're going to bottle it. What argument have they got now? None.
None at all. 7 points out of City home, Chelsea away, and Arsenal at home. I'll
take that any day. Take that any day.
Any day.
Even one of my Liverpool friends just texted me there saying this year could be your year. Like, no one expected it. This is what I'm saying. No one expected it.
Yeah.
That's a foul on Dyer, by the way, ref, but, you know.
What minute are we on?
87.
87. It's nearly time to start singing us in, lads.
We leave that to you, David.
But listen.
Wait until we get to 90 minutes.
Listen. Oh, there we go. Lucas. Okay. Great. That's a good substitution. That's a good substitution.
Sun coming off. Round of applause.
Yeah. Well done, Sonny.
What a goal. Nice one, Sonny. Nice one, son. Nice one, Sonny.
Let's have another one.
Come on. Look at that goal. Look at that goal.
Look at the burst of pace by Reguilon on the outside.
That's a peach.
Oh
my
God. Jesus.
Oh, that is.
I nearly gave me a hard on. That was savage.
I absolutely love it. Oh man. Come on, boys. Let's make it. Come on, Lucas.
Okay, Lucas, straight away.
Yeah, straight
away. I love
this
guy.
Yeah.
Breaking forward on the right side. He takes a pass. Ref, that's a free kick.
Referee.
He's body.
What? Oh my God.
This is a joke.
Yeah, this ref is a joke.
You wouldn't have even seen that in WWE.
Oh my God. Look at Lucas, man.
The Spurs
go marching in.
When the Spurs go marching
in. I wanna be in that number.
When the Spurs go marching in.
Oh man, I wish I was at the Boston Spurs bar, man. It would have been absolutely wild there.
Is that where you're supposed to go today?
Yeah, but listen, like. They're still open, but I'm a little bit fearful going, especially where I live. It's a red zone, you know what I mean, for COVID. Yeah. So it's just I'd rather just stay at home and enjoy it with you guys, you know what I mean. But
you have the wine and cheese there, don't you? You have the wine and cheese there, don't you?
Oh no, I have the full pint. They have this. I think it's like $6. It's just $6, and you get this big old pint. And I usually get either Blue Moon or usually I just get a Blue Moon. Yeah. Oh, I usually get a Blue Moon with an orange. That's usually my favorite.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, look, Marcelo, we're definitely glad you chose us over those lads anyway. Thanks a million for joining us today.
Yeah, no problem.
You wouldn't get the same passion as with them as you do with us, lad.
Oh no, there's a lot. Listen, I'll tell you this. There's a lot of like British people I've met there, and they're super friendly. They're super friendly to me. They usually buy me a pint. You know what I mean? When we're singing, they usually we buy each other pints. So it's fantastic there. But it's really fun. I love going there. But yeah, no, the energy here has been great.
Go on, play him.
No urgency. We don't. Not a criticism, but we don't need it.
Yeah.
Luke's in possession now.
Let him take it down. I'm okay. Chop him down 2-footer. Come on.
Also Guinness. Oh, Guinness. You know, gotta give credit to you Irish.
Celebration
Guinness.
there.
Yeah, that's my Christmas Eve drink.
Oh,
and by the
Guinness.
way, a win today is the start of my Christmas period. So happy Christmas, lads.
Well, I wish my wine was full, but happy Christmas to you.
Got water.
My water, lad, the good old H2O, keep me fresh.
Oh, that's a great choice. No Gareth Bale today. Joe Rodon coming on as the last sub for Spurs. And
Yeah,
actually,
how do you think this is going to affect Bale not playing today and against Chelsea?
Listen, look, you gotta look at the result first. You know what I mean? You can't think about yourself. You gotta think as a team, and you gotta get the result first. And that's all that matters.
We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league.
Come on, man.
We are top of the league. Say we are top of the league.
Oh, it could be 3-0 up here. Harry Kane in the break.
Come on, boys. Come on, make it 3.
Come on. There's like 4-on-1 again. Great ball.
Oh, it's good defending.
We don't need it anyway.
Straight away.
Yeah. But, oh, man, if we got 3-0, I would look an absolute genius, David.
If we got a third, I'd be running up and down the high street in my boxers. I'm not even messing.
Listen,
trust me, no one wants to see that.
To be fair to Arsenal, they did look, they did show up in the game, in the second half. But then again, the game was already done and dusted, so they kind of had to. We were just kind of, just keeping the result in place. But they did look lively in the second half, I guess, if you're an Arsenal fan.
Yeah. No, the commentator were just saying it. Like, it'll be difficult for Arteta to analyse this game because Arsenal played well. Like, yeah. I'm going to give credit where it's due. Arsenal have actually played quite well in this one. Is that Kane and Gabriel down there at the moment?
We say they played well, but surely if you're playing well, you're creating and finishing goal.
I wouldn't say been playing well, Matt. I think they definitely had. I do agree with you. They definitely came out in the second half with a winning mentality, with a winning purpose. But as far as creating chances, they only created 2. That really stopped my breath, and that's about it. I think we've been absolutely solid.
Højbjerg giving man of the match there by Sky Sports. We've Shane saying, big win, lads, fair play. See,
yeah.
Look forward to that one,
Roll
Shane.
on them Scousers.
Come on, boys.
Steve here as well saying, just want to say I predicted 2-0. Well, fair play to you. It was spot on prediction. 5 seconds left here. Got to give the applause. Is it a corner for Arsenal?
Who cares? We're not going to get 2 in 2 minutes. Come on, we've done them. We've done them. Come on.
Come on.
Love it.
Let's go.
Any minute now for the full-time whistle.
We send them packing back to South London with the tail between their legs. Nothing better. Mikel Arteta is now under pressure. We have to turn the whole club into turmoil. Come on!
Game on.
Let's go! What a win!
Spurs! Come on, you Spurs!
You know what?
These are the days where you're proud to be a Spurs supporter.
Come on!
Look at Jose. Come on!
Look at Jose. Look at the energy. Look at the team, bro. Oh, even Vinicius looks happy. Oh my God!
See them all slapping hands. Such camaraderie.
Come on!
Michael Smith.
Look at the heart.
Clean sheet versus City, Chelsea, and Arsenal. Didn't concede a single goal.
Not a single goal. And guess what, Liverpool? Sean is Shane. That's whatever your name is. Shane, bro, we're coming for you next. We're coming for you next, bro. Anfield is going to get on fire because we're going to let it, bro. Just be ready.
Well,
watch have that. Come on, you Spurs. Yes, Michael, I absolutely love it. Stick it to them.
Absolutely amazing. Man.
I just want to say as well to everybody, thanks for watching along and sticking with us today.
Absolutely fantastic.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Oh my God.
What a win.
Well, guys, what do we have to say? We're back top of the table. Let me get a graphic of that. Let me get a graphic of this Premier League table.
Doubt us now. You know what?
That's exactly what I'm saying at halftime. Doubt us now.
Doubt us now. Please. Please, Klopp. Please, Liverpool, come in with that same with that same energy, bro. Come in with that same energy, because
they said last week
lit you up.
They said a couple of weeks ago to take a screenshot. There's no need because we're sitting there all this for the rest of this league.
Where's Arsenal now? Hold on, we gotta scroll down. Hey,
Matt, can you get a live feed up of AFTV so we can laugh at them? No.
I could if there wasn't going to be the copyright. for his fans. But this was not intentional. I did not mean to leave Arsenal out of this table. But
come on, you gotta scroll down a little bit. You see what they're doing now? You can't see me, FC, bro. You can't see me, bro. John Cena, bro. Look at that. Look at it, battered. You got destroyed. You got Mourinho'd.
I think we have to mind the Canyon. This is ridiculous. 11 points away from him.
Guess what?
So
The Gunners.
DT was saying that if they won today, they were going to have the worst season of 5 points behind us. I'm sorry, but you're not having your worst season. I'm going to correct you. You're 11 points behind us.
Yep. And guess what? The Gunners ran out of bullets, bro, because they were 2 for today. You got touched. That was a Mourinho masterclass. You did not have a chance, bro. Get destroyed. Get out of here. North London is white. There's a new dynasty in North London. You better start accepting it. Until you do, keep holding. You know what? Keep holding on to that history book. Keep holding on to that history book because that's all you have, bro. But guess what? Thierry Henry can't play for you. You're finished. Dead club.
Diego Cruz here saying you guys are going to go to the We Are Tottenham TV fan show, and we definitely are.
100%.
That's where the party's at, and we'll be joining. We're the main men of the party.
Oh, yes, we are. We've Michael Smith as well saying, love this channel, a lot of personality. Thank you very much, Michael. I appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe if you aren't already. If there are a few more new people in this channel, here's a little message for you. Just realized I had to chat over that so you couldn't see any of the words.
Listen, I'll sum it up for you. Subscribe to Matt Hayes right now. Follow the membership. Join the club. This man is going to follow. He's going to bring Tottenham to new heights. He's going to become a pundit. He's going to represent us, all right? If you're tired of Clown Sports FC, you're tired of ESPN FC, get on this board right now, bro, because we need a Tottenham pundit, and Matt Hayes is the next Tottenham pundit, so support him right now.
I love that, Marcelo.
Come on.
I'll be crapping that and putting that on Twitter. Don't you worry.
That's gold, that is.
I suppose we'll leave it there. 3.5 hours in, I'm going to grab a bit of dinner before we go on to We Are Tottenham TV.
Yeah.
David, thank you so much for joining us. To those who have watched, all of you, let's see how many tuned in throughout the day. We just over 4,000 of you tuning in throughout the day.
Wow.
Thank you very much. David's coming up there. Wow, absolutely amazing support, even when the bigger channels are streaming. Thank you very much. It is greatly appreciated. Make sure to smash subscribe if you haven't already. Let's go to sleep this Sunday evening and take a look at this Premier League table.
Come on, you Spurs!
We've beaten Arsenal, haven't conceded a goal, and we're top of the Premier League table. There's not much else to say about that, guys, is there?
No.
Look, thanks very much. Thanks very much for having me, lads. It's been an absolute pleasure to be able to watch a North London derby, which is this is what football is all about. We're able to watch a North London derby. I'm able to watch one with you. You're down in Limerick, a separate county. I'm able to watch one with Marcelo, and he's over in America. This is what the North London derby. This is what football is all about. Thanks very much for having me on. It's been an absolute pleasure, and I'm going to take a cheeky chance to plug my channel as well. Don't forget to get over to the Irish Sheep and subscribe and like all my videos and show you the support if you like what you've seen here today. Thank you.
Definitely go for it. David's channel link down in the description below. Everyone who has joined us, the 33 who are remaining, please make sure to smash like on this stream. Just look, we've done it. We've beaten Arsenal. North is white. And as always, thanks for watching.
Come on, you Spurs.
Let's